Mm-hmm. We are.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, no music tonight. Cool.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, music's low.
Yeah.
Got it going on.
There is
Yeah.
in Sin City.
Fuck, what an embarrassment. I didn't say the damn
I told you.
countdown or nothing.
I told you it's just going to be a mess tonight. I could feel it. I could feel it. I could feel it. I could feel it. Good Wednesday evening. The music is gone. Uh-oh. Here we got something going now. Oh, yeah. Good Wednesday evening. Thank you for joining us. It's another live. Starting a little TikTok. You're going to have it flat where you can't read it. Go ahead. Nothing changes from week to week. Let's do this.
Oh, damn it.
We'll wait for a few folks to get up here. I guess our internet's working. It's definitely been dragging. Had some weather here today, some rainy weather, and that doesn't help for some reasons here.
What the heck? Jesus Christ.
Anyway, welcome everybody. Hope you guys can hear us. We got a few people on. I guess that means we are live. It's hard to tell on our end. Sorry for sounding so mundane about it, but it's hard to really tell if anybody can see us or not, or especially hear us.
Yeah.
So welcome to another Wednesday night live. My name's Father.
My name's Riley.
This is Riley. We're here with you another time. This is episode 85. Hey, Brittany. Okay, we got a few people. Hey, Miss Connie, how are you? Hey, Ransom, how you doing, buddy? So we do. So you guys, can you guys hear us? Let us know. Hey, Chastity, how are you?
Welcome,
if you can hear us,
everybody.
give us a little thumbs up. Father spooks. That's what they say. Got the gray going on too. Riley's growing his beard. I said I might as well grow me one. That's about all we can grow is hair. We grow good beards. He grew his in about 7 days. I think this is about 7-8 days for me too.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's about all it takes.
Good. Okay. Hanging in there. I hear you. So I don't know what this guy here is. I haven't planned anything for tonight, y'all. Not anything. So what I'm going to do something totally different tonight. He's got a little list. We're going 2, 1, 6.
2, 5, 2.
1, 7, 6, 8. We're putting somebody on the spot.
Who, me?
Putting somebody on the spot. This is now a down south supernatural call-in show tonight. Paranormal call-in. Tell us some stories. Yeah. Tell us what's going on. If you're scared to get up here and type it, call it in. Riley will walk you through it. Uh-oh, you on TikTok too? Yeah. 252-916-1768. There's no telling what's about to go down your way.
Son of a bitch. I'm going to be up all night talking to people.
No, it's Wednesday, guys. Every Wednesday morning I have to get up early and I go help my daughter do donuts. So I've told you guys about the George Norrie show that comes on probably from like 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. on a local radio station that we have. And I just thought about it this morning. I'm like, man, this is really cool. This guy's had something to do with the paranormal field and has so many guests on all the time. It's amazing how many people are out there who really believe in the paranormal world, and it excites them and makes them want to talk about the paranormal and share their experiences.
Yeah.
That's one reason we got this live going. We love to hear other people's stories about what they're going through and what they've seen. So if you got any stories, man, call in. That's awesome. Chess said the wind picked up here really bad over the last hour, and now we have got a tree down. V's got to get that chainsaw out and get it cleaned up. Yeah, we've had rain here on and off all afternoon here in our area. It's been kind of an ugly afternoon. Matter of fact, it's raining now. A little light rain, nothing heavy, but it's been real dry. So we needed a little bit of rain, to tell you the truth, our way. But yeah, sorry, you're going to have to, thank God, hopefully it ain't hit your house or no cars or nothing. That's the best thing. There's a phone number up there if anybody wants to call in. Anybody seeing it, call and tell us what's going on paranormal wise.
Yeah.
I will share something with you if you guys hadn't seen it. I did share it to the Down South page. She's at it again, y'all. The saga continues of the Conjuring House. I'm gonna see if I can play this clip. I got a feeling because you're not gonna be able to hear it. Let's see how I can do that. I'm not gonna play it because you can't hear it. But so Jacqueline Nunez, she's back at it again. Basically, she's not to operate the Conjuring House in her town. They said, quite frankly, there's so many problems on this site. This is from the town manager. He said there's so many problems on the site that they're just not going to renew her business license. So the Conjuring House from now is done. They're out of business, no matter what she says. And basically nothing good was said about her, which is terrible from that standpoint. But basically, of course, she's about to be going to court next month for DWI. She's been in and out of a psychiatric hospital 2 times here lately, and fire marshals actually said he was denying her wish to get another business license for the Conjuring House because of
something about the sprinklers.
Yeah, no sprinkler system in the house. But I mean, what old house really has sprinkler systems anyway?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I got a feeling, as we all, as we've all said for a while now, the Conjuring House is about to be done. Yeah. I think the best thing that could happen at this time to keep the haunted attraction site going is to get it away from her.
Yeah.
She's fighting it. She's saying she's not letting anything go. She's not getting rid of anything. Damn, Connie, 28 degrees outside. Wow. I think it's about 66 degrees here right now. Man, you got the cold air with you. Good night.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Call on in, girl. Oh, get on up here. I'll share it with you. I want to hear something good. We don't have much information tonight. It's just us 2 jackasses here with you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, 1 jackass here with you. He's had quite an event for the last few days. He's tried to create around here. Haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, Jackie. But anyway, probably not as erratic as Miss Nunez with the Conjuring House. But maybe some people will get together and we can get somebody to buy that Conjuring House. Maybe the town will take it. Somebody needs to take it so it just don't go away. And thank God we didn't pay her no deposit to go to that place next January or February.
Yeah,
because I was this close to paying that woman to go there. Good night. So glad I didn't. So many people are out of money. She has stolen money. She's canceled. Took people's deposits, canceled the investigations, and tells everyone she's going to give them their money back. I appreciate all the hearts and the love going up. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, TikTok. We appreciate that.
That's likes. Oh,
they're likes. Yeah, we'll take all that. Share us out. We're going. Riley and I got a wish for Christmas. Oh, I do. We want some new studio equipment. We want to have a bigger camera system here and a faster computer to keep up with what's going on. It's so far behind, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So we can. He's going live on TikTok right now on his cell phone, which is you don't on TikTok. You don't see both of us in the picture. Well, that's probably not a bad thing. Just seeing him, that's good enough. But yeah, we appreciate it. I don't know who that is. EJIS a lot. Good night.
Yeah.
What's up, Angel? Hope you're doing good, buddy. Just talking about the continued saga of the Conjuring House. It is finally on its way out for sure. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. He's on his cell phone. The call in is not good. I don't know. That'll probably kick it off. But do something even better than that.
What?
Let's see.
You can share that link. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Hadn't done this in a while. Anybody wants to get up here? So I can't share it out. something's going on here with our messenger. There it is. There it is, Chastity. That's a link there. If anybody wants to get up here, we'll put you up here live. Somebody get up here with us tonight. Talk to us.
Come on, Angel. I know a good reason to put a dip in and say, what the?
So I don't really looking at Riley. We haven't been through any more of our videos or anything, any more EVPs. Like I said, we got a little sidetracked the last week.
Yeah.
You can't do it all the time. We try to do a good job with our with all our information that we pick up from investigations, but we fell off this. We have fell off the wagon the last 7 days, guys. We suck. Yeah. We haven't done a great job. How many times can somebody like it? I don't understand what's going on.
They do.
I don't know. How do you do that? I mean, I think the like button might be hung. EJS Salad. Who is that? We appreciate all the likes, but man,
yeah.
Good night. What's up?
That's amazing.
I guess it is.
Yeah. I like the attention.
No, I've never been anywhere in New Orleans. Oh, we got somebody. Hey. Welcome to the stage, Chastity Lund. Hey, tell us something good. Okay. Look at that tree in your yard.
Tell me something good.
V just got home from work a little bit ago, and we heard the wind come in, and my dog started barking at the wind, and I knew it was the wind, but it came out of nowhere. And V parked at the very end of our driveway because we parked behind the house. It's like 3 parking spaces behind the house, so we drive up the hill, and yeah, the tree's down. But I figured, I know a few people in this chat, they've got some good stories if you want to do a scary story, but I can tell you what happened to me this week. That was very profound and interesting, and I wanted to talk about it anyways. So I was sitting here, same position I'm sitting now talking to you guys. I'm on my tablet, and I hope y'all can hear me. I'm talking a bit louder, but I'm not on my phone because StreamYard hates my phone. But anyways.
Yeah, we hear you good tonight.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Good deal. So I'm sitting here on my bed, and out of the corner of my eye on the opposite side of the room is where my double, his and hers closet are. And my flat screen TV is up on the wall with my dresser with all kinds of shit. Anyways, out of the corner of my eye, I see about a 3-foot radius flash of light. And it obviously caught my attention. And by the time I looked over at it, and I'll share a picture, an image with y'all that maybe y'all can like show on the screen or something. I don't know, but I saw an orb, the tail end of it. So it was like an explosion of light in the corner or the side of my room. As I looked over at it, it literally imploded on itself. And it was white with a blue kind of hint and almost ring to it. And now I've seen things like this before. I think I see orbs all the time, but this was much bigger than an orb. I would say it was at least 6 to 8 inches once it got to the implosion phase. And then it just went in on itself. And, you know, as everybody, well, a lot of people in this chat know, things have been kind of rocky lately. And Miss Connie, our resident Reiki healer, had been sending me Reiki blessings. And something told me, and I knew, like, as I was putting everything together, the color of it identifies for me with Archangel Michael. And I had messaged my friend Emily about it and told her. She agreed with me because anytime I've seen this particular blue color, it's been associated with Archangel Michael energy. And I spoke with Connie and thanked her for help and whatnot. And she offers Reiki healing services for anybody that does watch. Peace Shine.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Peace Shine Reiki at proton.me is her Gmail that she can help you out with that. If you're interested for Reiki healing. And Connie, drop it in the chat too. If you want
put it in there, Connie.
Wrong. Because she's just starting with her services and stuff, but she's amazing at what she does. But something intuitively told me, which I knew Connie was sending blessings, but we had talked a week prior, and I'm like, Connie must have sent something over, like a healing energy. Like when you see orbs, they're all kinds of different shapes. No, well, they're mostly circles, but they're different than like the orbs that we see when we're in these places. Mm-hmm. During the Brushy Mountain video, it like during one part of the Brushy Mountain video when y'all were in the hole together, I did the down south section of the hole. A big fat orb come out around you, Greg, like a big old orb around your arm that was probably about 4 or 5 inches.
Mm.
They don't have,
wow.
yeah, they don't have a lot of light with those types of orbs, but I've learned that orbs mean different things energetically. Those are just kind of like spirit orbs moving around. Then you get other types of spirit orbs that could be elemental energies, which are generally like different colored lights. So, like fairy, I know this sounds wild, left field, but I've realized that fairy or elemental type energy comes as like blue or green or red.
Doing that puzzle
No,
thing.
I have watched these orb lights when I was like 18, 19 years old race and chase each other in my backyard. There was a blue one, a green one, and a red one. But these types of orbs are totally different. These are like almost sentient in a way, meaning like it just like came through into our dimension and it just imploded right back out. It sent this like peace throughout my house.
wow.
Which was
Wow.
needed at the time. And one of the last times I saw something like that was a rainbow one,
I
but it
thought
was
that was
pretty
pretty
big.
crazy.
It was pretty big. So a rainbow one with all kinds of colors.
That's
So,
amazing. I've never heard of anything like that.
yeah. And I mean, I was just sitting here on my bed. I, wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting here. All of a sudden, this big, or I mean, it was like a flash. And I mean, I saw it with my eyeballs. It wasn't in my mind's eye or a vision. It was like there. And as quick as it came was as quick as it left. So that was this past week.
That's cool. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And I
Thank
encourage
you, Connie. Connie, I didn't know you had that kind of power.
That kind of juju.
Yeah,
but yeah,
drop your link up there, Connie.
Yep. I encourage other people to come up. And I know, story or so, you don't have to show your face. It can just be audio, just like I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
We'll put you right on. We can have up to 12 people up here at one time.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had over like 4 or 5.
Not. We had.
Yep. And if you have an iPhone, it'll ask you to copy the link and you put it in Safari, because I use Chrome, even though I have an Apple iPad. I would just prefer Google. So I had to put this link in Safari for it to work on my iPad. So
yeah, we had a lot going on, Chastity. Other than Riley's kept it a little jacked up around here for a few days. He's gotten one of his little modes. He needs some Ric Flair figure 4 shit going on. he about got some. He's real close to getting some. Yeah.
I get it.
The damn hillbilly's come out in him. I don't know. Maybe we need to get Connie to send him some healing going on.
Heck yeah. Straighten him out a little bit there.
Yeah. He about to get some. He's about to get Papa Spooks riled up. And not even Mama Spooks too. About to put his ass in the street.
Yeah. It's been a challenging time energetically.
Yeah, what's going on? Is it the stars? Is it the moon?
Yeah.
What's up? What's going on? You know what? I didn't even think about that. This son bitch is losing his mind. I should have thought about that.
Yeah. Astrologically, we're going through a big shift right now. So we're Pluto is very transformative energy. It starts new things. It is like death and rebirth and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to be in Pluto's in Aquarius. So Pluto's a planet. Aquarius is a sign. It's going to be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Plus, Mercury's retrograde right now, which brings in like challenging times. You revisit things. Saturn just come out of retrograde. Retrograde means the planets that look like they're going backwards in the sky, but they're not. It's just a time period where it looks that way from Earth's point of view.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and what it does is when we do these retrogrades, it brings us back to like the past. We have to revisit things. So, for example, things you like, if you didn't take care of something that was really important, you get a chance to go back and revisit it. But commonly, it's like something tugging at you. It's generally something stressful. And I know when Saturn turned from retrograde back to station direct, which means it looks like it's moving through the sky forward now, I feel a lot better mentally. Can't say physically because the weather's getting colder and it's making me hurt a lot more. Besides that, yeah, I have more of a direction. I don't feel so like meh. Because there for a while, a good month or so, I was feeling kind of just stagnant
Right.
and not very intuitive. But if I pushed for it, it was there, but it wasn't just flowing. We have ebbs and energy flows. So this is going to affect everybody differently. We've had a big astrological shift between November 15th and 20th. I mean, astrology is not, you can do intuitive astrology, but I would like to say this: astrology is not like an intuitive thing. It is literally, planets have archetypes, which they have meaning. The astrology signs, they have meanings, and the houses that they fall in or the sections of the sky have meanings. These are all defined things. You just have to learn how to put those informations together. It's a lifelong learning thing. I mean, and it's very difficult to learn, but it's not a psychic thing. It's literally, in a way, kind of almost a science. And it judges the way that these energies affect our society as a whole, like the collective energy. And like when America was, you can take times like when a building was built or when America was founded or when North Carolina became a state. You can take those days and say, okay, this is the state's birthday. And then you can track kind of the movement of the collective of North Carolinians or the movement of the United States. And then you put in, your birth chart, the day you were born. That's just where the stars and the moon and the sun and the planets all were when you were born. And then I can tell you about yourself or about things you're going through just from the placement of those planets.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lifelong thing. I still consider myself a baby astrologer. I mean, it takes a while to learn. So, because there's like 12,000 different combinations. You have to remember what every planet does, what every, house does. And yeah, so there are some funky things going on right now, but it's good for some people, it's bad for some people, and it's just a energetic transition and a time where we may feel cloudy. Some may feel dread. Some may feel really energized and ready to go. It's going to hit everybody a little bit different unless it's on the collective thing. It's like aliens. Right now we have all these alien disclosures. Well, Pluto unveils the truth, moving into Aquarius, which represents like networking and futuristic technologies and aliens. We're going to see more about like aliens over the next 20 years. Like it's going to come out even more and more and more. I could go on, but that's kind of.
So how do we shake this dread and things that people might be going through? What do you do? What can you do?
You have to deal with the present problems that you're facing. So whatever is being thrown up in your face emotionally, there's a reason for that. And right now we've done hit the full moon on the 15th. We're going in,
Yep.
if you go by the lunar cycle, which happens every
Yep.
28 and a half days, whatever emotionally is present or physically present in your life, you have to take charge and deal with it. And you have to let go what no longer serves you, or let go of the things that, you can't change, or change the things that you can and call peace with yourself, because
I think
forgiveness.
everybody's dealing with something for sure. Everybody's dealing
Yeah.
with something without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Forgiveness isn't just, it's a big part of the Bible and stuff, but forgiveness goes a long, long way. For me, the word worship, for example, is gratitude. If you pay gratitude and forgive yourself and others, even if you can't, deal with them presently, then that's just kind of how it is. You have to be able to move forward spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It's really hard sometimes though.
Yeah, I get it. Like I said, everybody's dealing with something. Even the ones I feel like who hide it the most, that everything's perfect, are probably dealing with more than most. But
Yeah.
it can. I agree. There's a lot of things going on, and it's there is something going on. I'm agreeing with you for sure. You know more about it than I do, but it's a lot of little things lately. It's a lot of little things picking at us.
Yeah.
You know, you know. And
It's
like I said,
like,
you have to deal with it.
yeah,
And a lot of people don't like dealing with it, but you got to deal with it.
yeah, you have to. And it's like the vibration thing. It's like, if you've ever seen sand on a speaker, how it shows you the different frequency patterns when you play different frequencies and the sand or the water moves in different patterns. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but in the switch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So right now, think of it as we're in the switch of a pattern, right? We're changing frequencies right now. So if you watch that sand if you look it up, I swear, if you watch that sand on a speaker, you will see it all like go up in the air. That's kind of where we're at right now. Is like the sand's being thrown up in the air to create a different frequency or pattern. So everybody's trying to figure out their place and where they're trying to be. That is echoing the astrology that we're in right now. We are entering the golden age. We're coming out of Capricorn, which is like ruled by Saturn. Saturn represents like rules, regulations, traditions, and Capricorn is very like proper, got to follow them, got to be the best. And we're moving into Aquarius, which is where we take everybody on collectively. We're a group or a unit. We're figuring out where we belong. And now we're moving into the golden age where all those secrets and the traditions, Pluto unveils secrets. That's why you're seeing what's happening in the government right now. We're just hawking out the traditional government to reshape into this golden age. You'll hear spiritualists say this, but you'll never hear them say it towards like, well, the Trump administration's providing this. Actually, they are. And for me, it provides truth that, the stuff that we've been saying, it's actually happening. And it's not about who's president, whatever there, but it's about what they're doing. Their actions is facilitating this change. So that's not me. That's not my opinion. That's just what's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yep. Yep.
I was listening to, I got on it late this morning. I turned the radio on going to Donut Day. And, I was listening to the George Norrie show. I can't remember the name of it. That's terrible because I'm kind of hooked on it now. That's the first thing I do when I get in the car early in the mornings. When I say early, it's like 4 a.m. when they come on. It's 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. in our area. But this morning he had a guest on, and this guy said he was talking about, it was way over my head. You would get it, Chastity, but like I said, it was way over my head about how thin the veil is getting.
Yeah.
And he was also saying, I couldn't understand it. Somehow you can travel when you're sleeping. Some people dream, okay, and they wake up and they feel war slam out. He was calling it something else. He says he does it at least 12 times every night. He's like time travels, okay?
Astral projection.
Thank you. That's the word. That is the word.
That's what J.W. Prather and that Austin guy were doing.
In the World Gate.
Astral projection.
In the World Gate project.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they got a little something going on. We were actually invited to go way out and participate in that. However, it was going to cost $4,000 per person for me and Riley.
Mm.
But they actually invited us to go, which we took that as an honor. But it was have you heard of it? The World Gate project they're doing.
I mean, clarify it a little because there's quite a few projects I've heard about.
Look him up, J.W. Prather. He makes some of course some paranormal investigating equipment. We've bought a few pieces from him. But more than that, he's been studying and doing different types of paranormal investigating, not actually investigating like going on a ghost hunt, okay? They're actually trying to solve different types of trying to decide and decipher to what's true and what's not, and how you can travel in time. What you just said, that word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and he's made out this new equipment now. They did it for a week straight. They invited people to come in and they did sleep studies and monitored their brain waves and recorded them. And it's the second time they've done it. Anyway, what's the name of his business? I can't remember. I know his name is J.W. Prather.
ITC or IDC devices.
IDC devices, yeah. But you can. He's actually there's a not Discovery Channel or nobody, but there's been a small television channel station owner. I don't know what they're called, has picked him up, and they're going to start showing some of this stuff live on some of the things he stumbled upon.
That's
But
really cool.
it's not like he just started. I mean, this is a thing that's been correlating for, for 15 or 20 years he's been working on, and it's finally coming to light. It's kind of neat. Like I said, it's over my head though. Chastity, you would get it right off the bat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We volunteer you to go check it out and come back and explain it to us dummies.
I
Yeah.
will. I'm gonna get Ronnie to send me the name again or something. But speaking of sending, I don't know, Greg, if you have your phone, but I sent you a picture of the digital rendition of the orb that I saw. But yeah, so astral projection is something people really practice to try to do, and some people don't
Wow.
have to do. It's a state of
Okay.
consciousness where it's said that your soul body leaves your physical body, but there's always a tether or a cord that brings you back.
Yeah.
It's part of the kind of like work that I have done in the past. I haven't done a lot of it lately, but where I have to be led to do it. It's not. I mean, I can. It's kind of like a astral. It's remote viewing too, to a degree. There is a difference though, but it's kind of like how I've done that while I'm awake, kind of remote viewing, but I physically go there to my clients' homes. I can describe, different what they look like. I can see what's in it. Like I travel to these places and clear them while I'm awake. I don't have to go in this crazy meditative state. That's kind of like remote viewing and astral projection put together, but astral projection generally happens during a meditative state and you're able to travel anywhere in the universe. Like I've had
Right.
some crazy encounters doing that. Like one time, this old lady had this spirit that was just kept walking around her house, causing different things, and it was my mother's. My mother was sitting with her. She was like a care provider for her. And I went to her house finally. She wanted to meet me. And as I'm sitting there talking to her about it, and I'm sitting on this recliner, her basement door's cracked open because the cat wants to go down there. I see this black shadow figure just poke its head over and look at me and turn back real fast. So I went home that night and got into a slight meditative state, and I was projected right back to her house. And I went into her room while this lady was sleeping, and I saw this like 9 foot tall and about 5 foot wide shadow being just over this lady while she was on a respirator. She sleeps with oxygen, so whatever that's called, I can't remember right now, but that thing was like sucking energy off this lady, and I ended up having to like
Hmm.
confront it. I know this sounds crazy, but just bear with me. And this was like while I was in this space, and I confront it, and it like kind of charges at me, and then I shift my energy to like rainbow energy, and it turned its head like a dog and looked at me, turned into a bunch of balls, rolled away from me. I had to catch it. The
Oh
next day
wow.
my mother goes back. This lady's oxygen level was at 86 the day before. I said, Mom, how's she breathing?
Hmm.
Is she breathing any better? She's like, you won't believe this. Her oxygen is at a 94. Her oxygen level after I dealt with whatever that was improved by like 6 or 8 points or percentages. So
Wow.
I can't explain it no more and why I do these things. Like again, I haven't done it in a while. I haven't been. It's something I have to be called to do. It's something I have to be allowed to do. Honestly, by my spirit team when it's necessary. With paranormal activity, it's not always something paranormal. It's not always the paranormal thing in charge. Sometimes it's the people in charge. Sometimes the people have more
Hmm.
control than they actually realize over their paranormal situation. Then it's up to the person, or it's part of the person's experience to learn how to deal with this themselves. For that little old lady, I was sent to help her, and she needed the help
Yeah.
from me because it wasn't her place to get rid of this because she's fairly old and not well off. So that's the only way I know how
Right.
to
Yeah.
explain it. And that's kind of like an astral projection, but it's also kind of like a remote viewing. It's somewhere in the middle. I don't know. So, yeah.
On the show, the name of the show, I've said it before and I always forget. His name is George Norrie, but he's been a part of the paranormal and astrological stuff all his life. He's an older gentleman, I think. But the show is called Coast to Coast. I think you've heard a lot of you probably
Oh,
heard
yeah,
it
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So it actually comes on nightly, but sadly I catch it on Wednesdays and Fridays because I'm up that early in the morning. But I didn't realize it. But if you go to his website, coasttocoast.am.com,
Yeah.
uh, he's on 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. I did not know he was on that long, but it was
Good
going
God.
up here. I was just looking at the show from this morning, and I missed the part they were discussing. I don't know if you're familiar with this. The presence of they were talking about the presence of heavy metals in our environment that are alarming effects on, of course, human health, and they were talking about heavy metals like lead, arsenic, and cadmium are basically getting in our systems, and people don't even know it.
That's so crazy, because I just watched a 2 hour, or I listened and watched to a 2 hour thing today about carcinogenics in all of our products, heavy metals in our products. That's so crazy you're bringing that up. I even made like a clip and posted it on Facebook today
Yeah,
about how perfumes, like if you see something labeled as a perfume or a fragrance or whatever on the back of the bottle, it has some of the most potent allergens known to man, basically. And
yeah.
that Teflon pans, you shouldn't use them, like, and why, and plastics, and it's
They
crazy the
also
amount we're being
they were
poisoned.
yeah, they were also talking about, of course, that when they're doing some autopsies, some people they're checking their brain, cutting in their brain, and they're finding large amounts of plastic in your brain,
Yes.
and metals in your brain that
Wow.
are entering your body from who knows, man. I can't. They're trying to figure out how a lot of it's getting in their body, but they're saying the metals are entering people's body astrologically. Stuff is just into atmosphere, and we don't know it, and we're breathing it.
Yes.
And of course, it could be in food you're eating. It could
Yeah.
be anything, you know.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
said
I actually, oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
he said that I was just reading it quickly, hitting the article. It said one of the most shocking revelations was the presence of heavy metals in baby foods. What the heck, man? Who would have thought that?
Yeah, it's crazy the amount that they're allowed, to put in our food and the products, and it's all legal stuff. They know what they're doing. And now that we have the research to back it up, but it's so interesting you're bringing that up, because I felt drawn enough to make a playlist on my Luminary Lunabeams channel that says, I think it's like helpful info videos. I don't know, but it's a playlist I just created, and I made it public, of other people's videos that talk about things like that, or just it's going to be all types of information, things that I find that may be useful for the public or my followers to know. So I actually posted the video in that playlist on YouTube today if anybody wants to check it out, because it's very informative.
Mm-hmm. So the guy's name who was talking about the astral projection, his name was Michael Monk, but he was the one that says he has at least 12 out of body experiences every night. And it's the opposite of when you dream all night and you wake up and you're sweating and panting and everything feels so real. It's like he gives him a jolt of energy. He wakes up. I mean, he's just like, he's all jacked up from the astrological projection. So I guess it's different than a high powered state of dreaming.
Yeah,
Something must be
astral
something totally
projection.
different. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you're physically there. It's like, it's so vivid. An astral projection too, it can happen during a dream state. A lot of times, a lot of my intuitive downloads, like I'll just get a ton of information while I sleep. Sometimes I'll be learning things while I'm asleep, and things that I have to come
Wow.
back and tell people. It's fascinating, really. That actually happened the same night that I had that big orb. I was actually pulled in by, and oh, that was the scary part I left out. I was almost in an astral projection type situation there. I was here in my house, and we've always heard something going through my hallway. We've tried to deal with it for a long, long time, and it comes and goes. But we heard something in the kids' room, and I was like astral projecting in this situation after this whole orb thing. And I said, "All right, come on out. We
Hmm.
finally caught you." Me and V were in the living room in this vision dream, astral projection. This thing walks out as V, but it didn't. It looked like V, but it didn't. And it never turned its head. It never
Hmm.
turned its body. It just turned its eyes and deadlocked on mine. And I literally, it turned and almost walked into the living room, got about 5 feet in front of me. And I said, "I got you now, you mother beeper." And I woke up saying that with my words out
Oh
loud in my
wow.
bed. And
What?
it kept taking me through the day. It was like taking me to like 10:30 a.m. I look at my phone, I'm dreaming or whatever. and I thought I was awake. It was like multi-inception type things after seeing that spirit orb. So there was a lot of spiritual work done that day. There's kind of an example of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's wild. So you should, if you have a chance, go back and listen to this morning's show. I did not realize they did it every day.
There's Mr. Brad.
Oh, what's up, Brad?
Hey, Brad.
And V's up here. What's going on, V? V's made it home safely. That's good.
He about got blew off the road by that wind. He said it blew the car all the way in the other lane.
So this guy, Michael Monk, he was saying he said he was reassuring the listeners about safety of astral or out of body travel, stating getting back in is easy. The trick is learning how to stay out.
Ain't that the truth?
But he said the benefits of astral projection include a deeper understanding of one's multi-dimensional existence and a personal connection with God, as well as recreational possibilities. He said in his travels, he asked God where to go, and sometimes he'll travel with him through the stars and put me on. He said on another planet. That's wild.
Yeah, that's.
He says sometimes he'll dimensionally shift to a whole different type of realm altogether.
Yep.
That stuff is just saying that it's just that's out there.
Yeah, you can, and it goes up and down, and that's the only way you can describe it with human words. There's higher and lower vibrational realms and frequencies, and I've been to the depths talking about where everything's black, and I'm surrounded by beings, and then they just come up at me out the dark and try to mess with me and scare me. And one time I was in that state of mind, and I have my eyes closed, and I literally, this was the first time I ever looked over in this space I was in, and I saw two glowing red eyes that had like a hood on, a cloak. The next thing I know, I see these big fireballs come and land on the ground, and all these black figures that I couldn't see before just freaking scatter like cockroaches. Terrifying. Okay. So yeah, I've had a lot of experiences like that. It's very
another
real.
thing that's wild about it. I remember him talking about the travel time is different when you're doing what he does. The one explanation, he said he knew that they had a 3 hour long out of body experience, and when he came back, I say came back, I don't know if you call it come back to Earth or come back I don't know where he's coming back to hear that he had only been gone for 5 minutes.
You come back to your body. So there's a silver cord. It's said to be silver, like earth energy. That's what holds us to our earthly body. So in the spiritual teachings, you have the gold cord that goes to the cosmos. You have the silver cord that attaches to earth. So like in meditative practices, if I take people through meditation or teach them meditation, that's one of the things. And it does take a lot of practice. It really does. Astral project. It's not for everybody either, because it's frightening. Like the most craziest astral projection I ever had, the most vivid one, was when I was 12 years old and I saw Jesus in a big ball of glowing light. Like I literally come up out of my body. I felt light as a feather. Some people talk about rolling out of their body, and then they're standing in their room. And then I did it again like 4 years ago here in my room, but my bed was on the other wall where it used to be before we moved it. And when I come up out of my body, I had like sea legs. My legs just didn't want to walk. And I'm like, yep, I'm astral projecting, but everything was really dark. So I'm kind of glad I got pulled out of it. I made it to the living room and the kitchen near the dog kennel, and I was zapped right back in.
Golly.
And this is no drugs, no alcohol. Like this is
no influence.
Yes.
Do you do that often? Do you realize that's what's happening? Do you try to do that, or does it just happen?
Sometimes it just happens. A lot of the times, if I'm trying to do it, it's generally situational based or client based. I mean, I've found within what I do and the type of work that I do, where I help people with intuitive things, think of it as like a life and all the experiences that happen to every single person throughout our little time bubble here is like in a book. I can turn the page frontwards or backwards. It's easier to go backwards than it is to go forwards, because even though the future and destiny's written out, we still have free will involved. So there's destiny events, but I can peel back pages and go back in time visually, like in my mind's eye when I have a client or something. That's the only way I know how to describe it. So, but like as far as astral projection, I don't astral project as much as you would think I would, and I'm okay with that. I mean, if it needs to happen, it happens. Sometimes I do it though again for like client cases. If spirit gives it to me, like if spirit's throwing me in visions left and right, that's when I know there's something I can really do on a different realm of existence for that client to help them versus when I don't get anything at all. And that's how I know the difference in how severe the client case is regarding paranormal. Yeah. And
That's
I mean,
wild to me.
it is wild. It's still wild to me. I mean, I didn't read books to learn this stuff. Like it was like Crash Course 101, and a lot of the stuff, yeah, I've done a lot of research, but a lot of the stuff I've just learned through experience and trial and error, or just being thrown in these situations, because I ran from my abilities for so long because I was scared because of what I went through. I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, 9 years ago, I was trying to open up a brewery, and I was brewing beer and winning awards. Like 10 years later, here I am talking about visiting other places. Like I've been through the wormholes. A lot of time, astral projection for me will start off too with like traveling through space, literally going up in the air, into the atmosphere, out into space, around the stars, and then I end up somewhere else. I've done that one time after a clearing. I actually went to a place with light beings, and it looked like how you describe near-death experiences, where they see all the mountains and the flowers and people that are all traced out in gold. And then I swear I saw Jesus then too, because I called for his help. I landed at his feet and showed thankfulness and gratitude. And when I come out of that, my whole body was shaking, and not in a bad way. It's just because your physical body, there's frequencies and stuff, and there's only so far much your physical body can handle, and my whole body was just I mean, but it was a pleasant experience. So there's so many ways you can experience astral projection, honestly.
I'd never heard of it until this morning. I was blown away. I was actually upset because the show went off. I was like, man, I really want to know more about it.
Yeah.
That's a cool show. You guys should check it out. Coast to Coast. I think it's been on the air for like 30 years. Maybe longer than that. I don't know.
It has. Art Bell used to host it. He was one of the founding people to do the paranormal stuff. You can listen to the old Art Bell Coast to Coast AM shows on YouTube.
Nice. Oh, we forgot to say something. I think Brittany had something to. She kind of announced this week. She's got another member of the family, don't she?
Yep.
Got a little something in the oven.
Yep.
So now we know why her and Ethan hadn't been able to go on any investigations. They've been home working it out.
Yeah. Congratulations. I've known for a long time, but I couldn't, it wasn't my place. So congratulations to Brittany and Ethan.
Yeah.
Here in about 20 weeks, we'll have a new member of our paranormal family.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, they're working on the night shift, baby.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, okay. Brad said he listens to Coast to Coast. Yeah. I just found it a few months back. I enjoy it, actually. I had no idea they come on at 1 a.m., though. I need to start listening to a little more of it. That's sad, though, at 1 a.m. I usually wake up about 1 o'clock, go use the restroom. Then about 3, I get up and do it. It's terrible in the middle of the night. But if I ever wake up and glance at my phone, it's over. I'll grab it, and then I can't hardly go back to sleep. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's tough because you got so much going on. That's like the curse of adulthood, or even a parent.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, once you look at it, it's like the day the orb happened in my room, and then I was thrown through all that. And I looked at my phone in my dream, or whatever you want to call it. It was 10:30 a.m. V came and woke me up, and he said something. I don't know. It was 10 a.m. then, and because I looked at my phone, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So that whole night after seeing that orb, I went I don't remember all of it, but I went all kinds of places, did all kinds of things, like trying to get the dark out, anything that was infiltrating, and trying to take me down, because I'm gonna tell you what, the type of work that I do, I have to be on my P's and Q's with my
Oh, I bet.
emotions,
I bet.
everything. I have to keep a mentality, a vibration to survive, because once I go
Oh, yeah.
down, if I get down and depressed, that's when
Mm.
things come for me. It's like they just wait and they're like, yeah, this bitch, she's gonna go down, we gonna get her, because they don't like me. Y'all got proof. These spirits and these lower
Oh, yeah.
vibrational spirits
Okay,
do not like
Lena.
me.
All right, there we go. Lena says she's experienced it before too. Astral projection.
Yes.
Lena, you need to get up here and tell us about it. Don't be
Lena's
scared.
awesome.
You don't have to show your face. You know.
A
You
lot
get
of these folks I know, I've talked to at least on the phone. I think almost everybody in the chat I've either met in person or talked to on the phone at least once. And, these people in this chat right here are some awesome folks. So thank you for being here.
I'm gonna start learning more about this thing now. I'm
You
not
should.
I don't like to dream though. That's the problem. I don't like to dream. I don't know why I'm afraid to dream. So if I start thinking about it, I have a way of conjuring up some crap too. If I start thinking about it, I don't know why it starts happening.
Lena said she's too shy to speak.
Oh, she's a typer. She's a keyboard warrior.
Hey, this is a safe zone.
Yeah, this is safe house here. Look
That's
at us
what you-
jackasses up here. If we can do it, anybody can do it. Look at
That's
this.
what you-
Look at this dude right here. I mean, come on.
All I need is a dip.
Oh, he's slobbering for a dip, y'all. He's ready to stick it. He's ready to stick his tongue down in the bottom of this nasty ass spit bottle. It's got about 3
Yeah.
inches of jism or something in the bottom of it right now.
Lord.
Nasty.
Dad, I'm ready to show Angel how deep I can get in that bottle.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wants to show
Lord.
his
Well, thank y'all for watching tonight. Time to...
Let's stick to the astral projection, okay? Yeah, you just keep your tongue to yourself.
Yeah, Lena's, I mean, so many people in this chat, like they've had some amazing experiences. And I respect the fact that nobody, I mean, I totally get it. Cause look, Emily was the one that taught me into going. I never wanted to put my face on YouTube. The fact that I'm doing our Appalachian Nightmare is something really big for me, because
the video was awesome. I hate to butt in. The damn video was awesome.
Thank you.
Video was awesome. V, y'all did amazing, man.
Y'all really did.
It was great. I
appreciate
enjoyed every second of it. We watched it twice.
Well, I appreciate that. It drove me crazy because CapCut messed us up and moved my audio back and did not show me, like in the bar, it moved my audio back. So I was bummed out about that. But overall, Brushy Mountain ended up being, of course, we caught a lot more than we felt we caught. And
yeah.
YouTube, though, I've got a bone to pick with YouTube, because they're only really showing it to subscribers and not as much as like new viewers. So the last like 2 or 3 videos that I've put out on YouTube across my channels have literally bombed. They've been 10 out of 10. But all of my, everybody that's subscribed, and I'm not complaining. Look, I'm not complaining at all. I'm complaining about YouTube. It's not any of my viewers or followers or friends. But YouTube is not pushing these videos out. I've had to scrounge around, scrub, post it in all the corners of the internet that I could post it just to scrounge up 390 views. So I'm a little upset about that, because
sure.
I
you see some of the bullshit these other people are posting and gets 1 million views.
Yeah.
And I mean straight up lying, scripted crap. That's what bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah. We are going to do a top 10. I think me and V talked about a top 10 at the end of the year. So our last video will be the Trivette Clinic. We go on in actually 10 days. We'll be at the Trivette Clinic overnight. I think my sister might go. I don't know if she's going to go or not, but it should just be me and V. I'm going to try to do some different type of psychic experiments and really take my time in each room, because it's a smaller house. It's big, but it's not that
small.
big.
Small rooms.
Yeah, so I'm going to really take my time and like try to Amy Allen that shit if I can.
Good.
I
Good.
don't know. But I'm going to do my best, and then we're going to release one video around New Year's that will be like our top 10 craziest experience for this year, for 2024.
Yeah.
So that'll be the last two videos. We're only like 700 watch hours away from 4,000 watch hours. And we're 240 subscribers away from being fully monetized, which is awesome. So I'm trying to get to that point by May of next year. And that's YouTube's messing with that right now because
That's
I should
terrible.
have been halfway. I should have already only had to release one more video before we got to that mark. Cause this stuff it takes a lot of time,
Oh yeah.
a lot of money. It's not about money, but in this situation, you got to have the money to go to these places. So.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube's killing us. So I hope
That's not
YouTube's
good.
listening.
Keeping the small folks down. I guess we're all trying to hop on YouTube a couple of years too late. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, something. It'll change. YouTube does this every once in a while where they change things up. People bitch and complain, and then it goes back to being okay. I don't know why it does it. If you look at, question.
Thank you, Lena.
Let's see. Question in the chat though. Have y'all been seeing stuff on your YouTube feed homepage is like stuff you don't want to watch or stuff you're not subscribed to? Because I certainly know I have. But anyway.
Oh yeah, crap pops up there.
Yeah.
I think they're paid ads or something, if I understand it correctly.
Yeah.
So it'd be like you, and I don't know if there's a way or not. You probably know. You pay. I'm just saying. I have no clue. Could be $100 for so many ads to be sent out at certain times, or maybe more than that. I think that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. So they can suck on my big toe right now. I'm mad. I'm mad. Put that on your Facebook page and smoke it.
Yeah.
So
they all suck on my big toe.
I can't really say what I want to say. I have to censor. Got to censor all this. But those who know me well, and you probably got what I mean. So
Yeah.
But yeah, overall cool experience. I'm really looking forward to planning out more investigations with y'all this coming up year.
Yeah.
I really hope we can get some cool locations, and I'm advocating right now, this is just a talk. If we go out of state, I really want to find at least 2 locations to investigate. One night. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that way we don't have to go. If we go to Ohio, for example, if y'all going to do that and you want company, let's find another place to go to. That way we can get a couple locations in, and if we all go together, it'll be cheaper. So
yeah, I've actually emailed twice. Haven't got a response to the Ohio, the prison.
Ohio State Reform Court.
Yeah, I haven't got a response.
okay.
I'm almost wondering if they even let people rent the place. I don't know. I can't find enough information. You can look and see. But I was trying to lock down something for next year. That was our, ever since the Conjuring House has kind of fizzled out, and we don't want to go to Waverly Hills. We said, hey, we're going to be all in for Ohio State. I know Angel and Ruth said it's the real deal, so I want to go there really bad.
They may be closed for the winter.
Oh no, they're wide open because they're actually having different holiday activities there, and I just like a response. To have a question type deal. You can hit it for just to shoot a random email for questioning, and I've done it. I've called and left a message, and I guess they don't need no more money. They actually, listening to Angel, they actually take their money that you spend there, excuse me, and they're putting it back into the property.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, he said, like Ruth said, it might have been the nicest bathroom she's ever been in.
You walk into an old decrepit ass asylum,
or
whatever, jail, and then you walk, into this elegant bathroom that, it's got makeup wipes and towelettes or something crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, V, we're the same way. Riley was just talking about that. We'll definitely be doing some local stuff from here till the end of the year. We were planning to go to the battleship in Wilmington, USS North Carolina. Things ain't gonna work out for us to go to that one, so we're backing out on that. I won't get too far into it, but
I was wanting to know
No, I'm not even going to start, but we're not going. How about that? It's not going. It's just not going to work. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot, around the holidays, and that's kind of why we're
Yep.
sticking
Yep.
around. We were going to try to do another location, but we're just going to save up and start out next year. I've got to at least put out 12 videos next year, so got to get 12 locations, and then I've got that thing. I've got to get in touch with Justin Spurrier, because Justin Spurrier is the guy that used to be the cam guy for Ghost Adventures. But now he owns the Garnet House, the Whiteface House, and what Twin Paranormal has deemed like one of the Skinwalker Ranch houses. But it's his 3 properties. And I did a video back in May on the Garnet House, and I channeled some things in because I can talk about this publicly now. He messaged me on Facebook and said, "You're the one." He said, "You got some things that hadn't even been released to the public."
Nice.
I asked him not to tell me anything. He said, "But I want you to come out and investigate my property." And I was like, "Yeah, we're going to go to the Sally house too. If we go," he's like, "Well, how about you get to investigate Whiteface House and Garnet House and mine?" So
nice.
I think I just got to get to Kansas. And I mean, unfortunately, that's it's going to cost $1,000 because we're going to be out there I think it's going to cost $1,000 because I'm going to have to fly. I mean, if I had the time, if Nick had the time off of work, I would drive. But I'm going to have to fly. I'm going to have to rent a car. I technically could sleep in the Garnet house, but I don't know if I want to do that because it might just suck me dry. And I've got to do each one of these properties back to back. But I'm going to help him uncover things. And he said I could do a video while I was there. So, and I made sure, because even though he invited just me, I made sure that because Emily was involved, that she gets to go too.
Nice. What state is it?
Kansas into Oklahoma. So each property is about 45 minutes apart.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
If you get there, you got it whooped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to get there. I mean, I've been invited since May. I could have went in June. I could have went in July. It's just the point of getting there, and having those funds. So I'm trying to make it work. There's some things in the making, I hope, that will make it work out. So those hopefully will be 3 videos that get put out across our Appalachian Nightmare. And then me and Emily are going to collab in all those videos. She's going to be putting out videos, and then we'll put them out, something out for Lights at Midnight too. But the main video for me will be on our Appalachian Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But besides that, we don't have any plans yet. I've got to start making plans, but I'm taking this time to get my class finished because where I put it all for my mom passed, and then Anthony went missing, and I lost 2 more friends in the last month, and none of it's funny. It's just nervous laughter. I'm not laughing.
You definitely had a lot going on.
Yeah, I've had a lot going on, so I've had to really pull back into my 3D and center myself and cope with all that and cope with the people around me. I have a family, so. But yeah, that's kind of what's on the roster for me. But I'm hoping we can get some awesome, maybe at least 2 places.
Go over there and get a drink real quick.
That's up to you, man.
I'm cotton mouth like crazy.
Go get you something, Cottonmouth.
Oh yeah, he's Cottonmouth.
Thank you.
It's fine. Yes, you're not gonna bother nobody, honey. I'm drinking my Diet Dr. Pepper.
That's why I just sucked down this Diet Coke.
But
so yeah, I don't guess Monster's going to get back with us. They're not interested in us. No sponsorship. I've sent a few messages to actually to the point where I got a response back from the ghost people, and they said no. I was like, how much better would it be for, Monster doesn't want us because, I guess we're not a sport team, But I said, look, we hunt ghosts, and the name of your drink is Ghost.
yeah.
I mean, it would look great on the side of a 44-foot diesel pusher motorhome going all over the world.
Yeah.
And it was a flat out no. So I guess Brad's up here. So Brad, I guess we're gonna have to start pushing Bojangles.
Yeah, Brad.
We need a big, bright yellow Bojangles Winnebago, I guess, Brad.
It's got a big Bowberry biscuit on the side of it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Gosh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it
I
does,
know.
actually.
I'm hungry as hell. Y'all gotta stop.
I am
Yeah.
too.
Brad, I need you to ship me a 20-piece Supreme. Like, right now, I'm starving to death. Honey mustard
Hey,
and barbecue, please.
Yeah,
Thank
don't
you.
forget the honey mustard. Don't
Yeah.
forget the honey mustard. Keep it if you can't give me the honey mustard.
yeah, Chastity, Brad's got the damn that. He can have it shipped right to
I know, right? Got a hookup.
So, big deal's joined the chat, and he's just flopped in here with a. Brad can tell them to come up with a down south supernatural biscuit.
him. Oh my God.
Jeez.
Kenzie, my little sister can make down south supernatural cookies at her store at her
That's right.
bakery now.
Yeah,
That's right.
she's got her a really cool printer now that she can make cookies, and she can print anything on a picture of whatever you got. She can put it on a cookie. Now, that's pretty good. That's neat that they have technology is out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So V's wanting to start a channel where he does his own thing
Salami
with
biscuit.
paranormal
Heck
investigations, like
yeah,
locally.
Brad.
He was telling me about that a while back,
I
that he was
love
going to start him a
salami
channel to
biscuit,
do
Brad.
local type stuff. I think it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, he has a lot of things he wants to share, and I'm like, go for it, because I've got 3 channels, and I'm getting ready to start Luminary Luna Beams back up and restructure everything and keep it going, like I need to do, because each one of my channels offer a different thing and a different perspective, not only in my life, but towards the general viewer. So that's why I keep it all separate. You have to with YouTube, just how it is. So, but I like it that way too, so I can focus. But yeah, we got to get us some ideas about where we want to go and what we want to do for 2025. So I'm going to get a vision board together. I'm going to get some stuff and get her done.
Well, we're ready to go. We're itching.
Chastity.
So it's not a matter of do y'all want to go? We're ready.
Did,
Okay.
We just got to figure out where we're going, and we'll start. It's never too soon to start saving the funds.
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, yes.
did it?
Gettysburg, a definite yes.
Did she just say she's got to get the Ouija board together?
No, son, you're all crossed up. No.
Ooh.
What the heck? I can know the evil witch laugh. Gosh.
We are very bored ghost hunters tonight.
Brittany said, I want to investigate the mountain I grew up on, but I'm not sure how that would go. Yeah, Brittany, and then Edna said, Brittany, do you think Chastity can do it with you? Edna, me and Brittany and Ethan have talked about doing a couple things out in Stokes County together. And matter of fact, I think locally I'm going to be trying to talk to some people in Stokes County, because they did a ghost walk at the old jailhouse. So if they're willing to go that far, I think if I go in there and put on my charm, I might be able to talk them into an investigation there.
Yeah.
I'm concerned, Daddy. They just said he is a Ouija board.
Yeah.
I need to press the goodbye. Goodbye, V.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe saying
God.
it loud enough. Hopefully he heard me through the door.
Chastity moved to planchette to goodbye.
That was a good one. I love you. I'm just picking.
I can sense somebody's gonna be sleeping in the yard tonight.
Yeah, probably me.
Brad, boycott who, Brad? What are you talking about? Monster? Man, you ain't trying. Man, look, you're on about 5 years with the Grizzly. Maybe Grizzly would sponsor us.
Hey,
More than that, since you were, what, 14?
Yeah.
Damn. 14, that's 10, yeah, about 12 years. I'm way off, man. Good night.
And I mean, it's just steady upgrade. I go from just Grizzly Wintergreen or Mint to now I'm Grizzly Dark now, baby.
And maybe you need to come out with your own spit bottle with Down South logo on it.
Hey,
Yeah.
That would
Well,
be
long tongue on the front.
that would be pretty badass.
The woman wrecker bottle.
The home
Home wrecker.
breaking marriages for years and counting.
So he said boycott somebody. I
Better
don't know.
make it recyclable.
So where's the Skinwalker Ranch? Where's that place?
Riley,
Is it like Arizona?
yeah, the one that I was talking about earlier is not the same one as the famous Skinwalker Ranch, but it's in Arizona or Nevada, isn't it, Riley?
Yeah, I think
Look
Arizona,
it up.
Chastity.
Sorry, I was replying to a comment on YouTube. Let's see.
So look, I'm with you on that. If we do need to figure out a few places in Ohio, I feel like that needs to be the big one for next year. I don't care if we start it off that way or
Yeah,
we need to figure out the monetary what part we need and start working toward it right now. So when we go,
Yeah,
we'll be ready.
yeah.
I agree.
I really would like to get someone on the phone at Ohio State though.
That
You-
would be awesome.
Because
Yeah.
the worst thing is it fills up and we can't go. Because I do want to go next year.
Yeah,
And maybe not do any like big time investigations in October at all. I've pretty much put that rule on myself
Right.
because what we experienced at Brushy Mountain was, I think, like, what's the word I can use for it? Spirit stagnation, because they're constantly being bombarded.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it's just overly investigated, that causes an issue. So that would be a suggestion.
You might be on something with that one. Something was something was up. It wasn't the same place I'd be in. That's for sure.
yeah.
What? Why?
You
What?
couldn't-
October's the best time.
He's just
do it.
busted in my room and he's like, "What?" He's like, "October's the best time to do it." Not.
I'm spirit hunting in October.
Well, you go do it on our Appalachian Nightmare V then. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's the best time. It is for like, okay, we're live. First of all, second of all, we should probably just do this off off the live.
Oh no, we're enjoying it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying it. I want to make sure I go live. I want to make sure I'm going spirit hunting in October.
We're going spirit hunting in October.
I think October needs to be National Graveyard Month for us.
Yeah.
And we hit up the local graveyards.
Yeah.
Sadly, at night it does present a different vibe at night, but
Absolutely.
we get less action at night. There's without a doubt we get. Oh, that's a nice one you got in. Good job. It's hanging out your mouth too. It's
Oh
real
no,
pretty.
I need to get over there.
Oh no, just use your hand.
You know, those EVPs I got on at the death row, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Like, for that time of year, like there was so much that was going along with what I was saying, and it was longer than what we posted, obviously. But I kept having trouble loading it up to YouTube. I tried again this morning, and it wouldn't. It kept deleting it. It would upload all the way and then
Think
delete
it's
again.
because it's the same video, but it's not on YouTube. But if it goes on YouTube, the full video would be for members for YouTube, and then on Patreon it's available for members as well, the full uncut one for the second and the third level on both YouTube and Patreon. But we can't get the same video to upload to YouTube because I think it's exactly the same. So what we're going to do is put like something else on the front and back end of it, and then try
Right.
it again. That's why.
I'm not even gonna lie. I hovered over the upload button just to upload it like regularly, but I decided not to. I mean, because we got to keep our content like consistent, and that even though it's part of the investigation, it still wouldn't necessarily be that consistency.
Yeah, I'm going to quit doing trailers too because I
They
think
don't do
it's
good.
well, it's not about it doing good or bad. It's more or less YouTube views it as a video, so it's kind of taken away out from in the algorithm's eyes from the actual video itself. It's politics within video uploading, and it really sucks because but that's why I have a Patreon. I
Right.
share quite a bit on Patreon. There's different support levels. It's not the same as others, but there's a reason it's there. Oh, and me and V will be doing a live for our members on YouTube. I may give access to my team night if I can figure out how to my Team Nightmare level 3 folks and even level 2. Which right now I don't have any level 2s, but level 3s, I'm going to try to figure out how to do a members only live. And during those members only lives, I'm going to recap and go in depth on each location that we've done. So our live will be about Brushy Mountain. I'm going to really get into like my full opinion of the place, like afterthoughts, any type of psychic things that's happened, any type of, people ask questions. So we're going to start doing that monthly as well.
That'll be a good idea.
Yeah, for a members only live stream. So trying to think of ways to get more involved with the community and give the benefits to those that choose to support us.
That's a great idea.
I just want to know why I scare Bradley.
Brad, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Why do I scare him? I really want to know.
You scary, baby. You scurry. Here's the cat. It just busted in. Now everybody's busting in on my live.
Is it because I enjoy sitting alone with spirits in death row like that? That was
you're
I ain't gonna lie. I had some hair standing moments for a little bit. Like they were trying their damnedest to make me run out of there.
Won't have none of that.
No, like they and Chastity too. Like she would go down the walls and down
I went down the walls.
She would go down the aisles and feel something behind her the whole time.
No wonder Brad's scared. I'm going up and down walls and shit.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, he's right though. And you know what's the craziest thing in death row? Not death row, but D block. One of the things that we did not notice. Leave him alone. He's fine. Cats won't literally climb the walls. We'll maybe get him now.
Destroying everything.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, sorry. We were in D block and we get up to the top of the steps and we literally in the audio hear something run up after us. Like in that moment, because it was so loud where we were crunching and stepping on things, we didn't hear it. But, that ghost was probably really upset as they run up the steps towards us. We didn't even hear them. So that was like #ghost fail. Because, it really did. It footsteps run straight up behind us. And me nor him heard it.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard something like that before. I didn't hear it there. I don't know. I think I had some type of light I was shining. I don't know. They just didn't want no part of me at Brushy Mountain. I don't know.
I just got the best place in the world I want to go.
I think when I hollered out, told them there were a bunch of female parts that it was overflows.
That's what happened, Greg, because you said they were a bunch of female parts while y'all were up in the prison. And then when we all went down to the hole, the first thing it said to you, and it's in my video, it called you a puss. In our video, it called you a puss, and then it said what? It said something like, you said, "Oh, I heard something move," and it's like, "Oh, he's getting squeamish now." Like it was trying to rotor you out on that spirit box session.
They were on you like you wouldn't believe, and
the
only reason that they were getting off on you, not getting anything from them. That's why they were giving.
Yeah, they knew I was upset. That's right. I think somebody told me that. V, it might have been you.
It was
that they were getting off on that. They knew it was bothering me that we won't get any communication.
Yeah,
I could see them snickering in the hole.
Yeah, they really did. They went in on you hard there in the hole, like the first part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And watching it back, like I about hit the floor because we were there. We knew, and you said
you can't call it out then, because if you do, then everything will stop.
Yeah, but it was funny. It was like puss.
It was hilarious. Don't feel bad though. It called me a DA.
Yeah, well, it called me a bad person, and then it told me to suck it. And
oh yeah.
There was so much more. Like, you guys have no idea.
Yeah, that was 70 gigabytes of footage I had to put into an hour and a half. So,
golly.
Plus the cafeteria.
That's a lot. Hey, Chastity.
What's up?
I just got a great investigation idea.
What's that?
What I know it would probably be a lot of money, but how do you think we could go about trying to get out the Alcatraz?
Well, figuring out the
Lord.
lot of money part would be the first
I don't
step.
I don't know if they do investigations there because
No, they don't. I don't think.
I don't think
They
they
closed
do.
down tours, I think, back in sometime around 2013.
Yeah, honestly, I mean they may still do tours, but I don't think they do investigations
Or I heard it
because
somewhere. So,
yeah, I really don't think they do it out there. That would be dope. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to manifest a trip to California just to visit people. But while I'm out there, I wanted to do some investigation, obviously. But I want to go like Virginia City, where the Washoe Club is,
Yeah,
and try to make it down to Tombstone, Arizona. Which, if I make it to Tombstone and investigate there, Rochelle is like an hour away. Rochelle, the Psychic Sleuth. Then
yeah,
up in the middle of California, I have my friend Cassie and I have Duran, Dead
yeah,
Serious Investigations. They're 4
yeah,
Yeah.
hours apart. And then I'm not going to say the state, but a state near there, I have Connie. So I'm trying to get to about 4 people out on the West Coast and do
yeah,
investigating pretty much with everybody that wants to go. So that's like the plan. But see, Nick has a job, so you.
Well, it's a shame. It's a shame. And I don't mean any harm by it. It's a shame we're not a bunch of immigrants. We could be getting free housing, free monthly checks, and we
No,
wouldn't have to work. Daggone it. What's wrong with us?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to start selling feet pictures. I sent Riley the store where that girl, she was going into the, when you buy what is it called, like a doormat to put in front of your house, like a welcome
Uh-huh.
mat, you can guarantee some bitch's feet done been on it taking pics for her damn foot
Oh.
pic website. So
Oh,
just
my
wash it off real
yeah.
good.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll be John Brown. Yeah,
Yeah, Connie, she's in Colorado, so she talked about taking me. We talked about doing something, and maybe I'm pretty sure we did, Connie. If I'm wrong, correct me. But the Stanley would be cool, but at the same time, the Stanley seems like, from what I've seen, I want to go just to say I went. But the Stanley seems like it's very commercialized. Like, I don't know how much it costs to do a private investigation. Cause but we're gonna try to do something.
yeah,
Something.
we should go to a prison that has inmates and do an investigation with inmates.
Oh, Lord.
I'll get on the phone with Maury Prison tomorrow.
Well, I mean, think about it.
He says that Maury Prison's only like 10 minutes from our house or less.
Who would know that a place was haunted? You know, they're there all night long, all day long. Like, it makes sense. There are some that are kind of like that. Like, I think San Quentin's, like, you can do tours there, if I'm not mistaken.
I told you already where we need to try to get in touch with
Well, Alcatraz would be
in
interesting.
Kingston, the old juvenile detention center that they closed down.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
Man,
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
they were bad there.
Well, you have the peak of poltergeist activity. Shameless plug. That's the video we just did on Lights at Midnight. Was how to tell the difference between a ghost, basically, and poltergeist. Like, where does poltergeist activity come from? And you would probably have some of that there lingering from the people that were there. Juveniles. Yeah, there's a lot.
They're bad. That place was bad. I mean, them kids were, some of them were rough.
Yeah,
I worked out there, and of course they'd section off the place when we'd come in and work, but there wasn't and look, it's so weird because the kids were not, if we came within 20 foot of them, we weren't allowed to make eye contact or anything. And these were teenagers. Some of them were young, but I mean, they're all ages. That's the sad part. But every morning, the next morning, we'd come in and they'd have pine cones or cups, forks, spoons stuffed down the exhaust pipes on the equipment.
Lord.
And I mean, they were just up to no good, even there. But they were mean. You could tell, man. They had zero fear. They weren't scared of nothing. And I guess that's probably why some of them were in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't in order to do stuff like that.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
To be around stuff like that.
Oh no, that's talking about when it was in operation. I don't understand what you mean. I'm sorry. Thank you,
And
baby.
he's saying they were finding stuff like forks and spoons and
Oh.
like the pipes and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, while he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take the fire extinguishers and spray them out
Who?
at
Maury?
no
Or
over here.
The
Juvie?
juvenile
Yeah.
I
hall.
mean, the
Juvenile,
fire
yeah.
extinguishers
Dogs.
on their own.
No,
Dog.
baby, when it was in operation, the kids, the juvenile.
Part of it's still in.
bees.
They actually built a new building across the street, smaller, but the old place is still there, and it's in bad shape. Of course, it's kind of. I mean, it's okay, but they don't use it now. The state wanted to build a new facility for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had to have more recreation and more TVs and more state of the art equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a jail.
Darn. The
Well, that's one way to put it.
Indiana State Reformatory. There's a few places in Indiana that are super haunted. I'd like to go to. I'd like to go to the Villisca Axe Murder House. I definitely.
Oh, yes.
I think several of us have said that place. I don't know where it's at. I guess we need to make us a list. A lot of these places I'm not familiar with, but if we put it on a list, it would help me. And what state they're in, because I'm lost.
Do you have any idea where the Lizzie Borden house is, Chastity?
It's northeast. Might be in Massachusetts.
I was thinking somewhere like Connecticut.
Yeah, I think it's in Massachusetts. Look, the north. I'll just tell you this about the northeastern type of energy. When I went to go visit Annabelle and stay in these older homes, the northeast has just some of the most interesting spiritual energy I've ever felt.
I want to scream.
And I think it's because this is like where we settled first, like was on, along the East Coast, but there's just so much history in the Northeast of just, and the more people that are there, the more energetic imprints that are there, the more spirits that could be there. I don't know, but yeah, Lizzie Borden house. I have to look.
I really get this like northeastern kind of vibe.
It's in Massachusetts. Yes, it is. And yeah, you got all kinds of places up there. I mean, there's just so many, but I know whatever we do, we talk about it. I'll try to get like an efficiency, something that's efficient, places that, aren't completely outrageous, or maybe we can go to a really good place, and then maybe a place that's not as heard of that may cost less, maybe do it back to back, do it on a Friday and a Saturday night. That would be great.
Some of the best places I've been to were free.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
We need to make a shirt that says that.
I know, right?
V said, I like ghosts.
That would be neat, actually.
Thing to say at work.
Yeah, and that's why people are scared of him.
Yeah.
I try not to.
He's such a kind person.
Everybody's always told me this my entire life, though. It's like nothing new.
It's fine.
I'm morbid for a reason.
Yeah, you're very morbid. What? We all are.
So the Lizzie Borden house is $1,500 a night.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you.
But it's a whole night, right? Like not
Yeah,
just like 8 hours.
You get to spend the night there. Yep.
Wait, could you imagine fitting like 15 people in that house?
There's the limit always. You can normally take only like 6 to 8 people, maybe 10 to 12 if we're lucky. That's the thing about the ghost hunting, and it's a house too. So fitting. One thing I've learned about houses is they echo, and if everybody's doing their own thing, it makes it really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To get like real deal paranormal evidence, because there's so much going on, and it's like nobody's fault. It's just kind of how it is. Because Stonewall, man, it was deafening. You could hear anybody anywhere in that house.
Yeah.
I don't know how they told secrets in that house. I guess they went to hell outside because.
I'm gonna have to reinvestigate that place eventually. Because to be honest with you, like I keep up with it too on Facebook. Like I've been hearing good things with Only Phantoms. Like they had a really successful event.
Yeah.
They did. There were some of his Jason's team couldn't make it, and he invited us to go, and then we couldn't go to that neither. to
And
go,
those
go,
guys,
go help them out. You let them
yeah,
use some equipment and stuff is what they were doing, I think.
That's good. Yeah, I hate that happened, but the less people, the better in that house. Because for the fact that, I'm psychic, right? But I'm not, I'm only human. I'm not perfect. The fact that I caught that literal ghost manifestation on camera and then was drawn to walk in that room was enough. Like, that was the next room I walked in. As soon as I went
Mm-hmm.
upstairs, I looked all the way around. I walked in that room. I did not see that ghost, but my
Mm-hmm.
camera certainly did.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Henry
That's
River
awesome.
Mill, eventually, I would love to go back there and explore more.
oh man, that's
Yeah.
a gold mine.
But I mean, what's in that building,
Okay.
what's in that pastry building is wild, and it sucks we can't go in there. That would be the one thing holding me from going back. I don't want to go back next year. I got too many other places I want to go.
I
But
want to go across the road.
Yeah.
I think we could go to Henry River during the day
yeah,
and back during during working times and when the people were out moving around the most and might get a lot of action.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It's very true. I mean, at Wiseman, we had this one night that was like every bartender's greatest dream. Like we got to spend the whole night in the bar and got to sleep at the keg coolers and everything. And at like 8 o'clock in the morning,
6.
or I'm sorry, 6 o'clock in the morning, I raised my head up and I could hear footsteps going. People were walking past us, and
Yeah.
it was just so busy, like one of the most busiest places. Like when they were like say 3 o'clock in the afternoon, basically. And I get up and there's nobody there.
Yeah, it's a Wise Man is a brewery that I helped. I was part of the team that helped open the place up, part of the bartenders, and I worked there for about 3 years.
Yeah,
And yeah, haunted. And I've got a story for that and a reason why. And it's when I was like developing my gifts. So it was a very trying time in my life. I'll put it to you that way. But I figured out and uncovered some things, some secrets. And eventually I'm going to make
it's what led to her doing what she does, basically.
kind of, yeah, I'm going to make a series about my hometown because it's worth
That's
it.
cool.
Because we have Old Salem here. We have.
Yeah.
Which I want to do Salem College.
Yeah, we've had some crazy experiences here. There's even tunnels under my town, but they don't. They blocked them all off, and they will not tell us where they are. So
Somebody knows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake it out of them
Yeah.
till the change falls out. But
Now,
yeah,
Brad, I'm not sure about Hardy Bridge. I don't. We haven't been there. I don't think. Pretty sure we haven't. Is that local? The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does.
Party Bridge. But is that like the one that had like the bad accident? I wonder.
you're talking too low. You're standing really far away. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Hardy Bridge. You heard of that? The name sounds so
The
familiar.
name sounds familiar, but I'm terrible with names. Like,
Admit. What did it say? Yeah, Brad. I definitely. The more we do it, the more we're discovering and realizing that the places that you see on TV a lot and they charge a lot of money and they get a lot of foot traffic. I think, like Chastity was saying, that spirits are they're wore out. I think
yeah.
not communicating as much.
Yeah.
If we could afford to go to Paris, I would totally spend the night in the catacombs. I would sleep in a sleeping bag and everything.
My fat ass ain't making it down there, so y'all have fun. I'll stay here and watch the kids because I can't squeeze down in the
240.
catacombs.
Woo! He's in the UK. Good
Yeah.
night. 2:40 a.m. Get you some of that. Hey, you can listen to the Coast to Coast right now, then.
Who is it?
Somebody's from the UK.
No, we have several folks that.
Admit Audacity.
Oh yeah. Hey Audacity. What's up,
Yep.
Okay.
She's a ways away now. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Her and Flex.
She couldn't sleep evidently. Or does she love us? She love us that much?
I think it's a little bit of both because we love her too.
We know you got up and take a leak. It's okay.
I can't lie, I got a pretty face.
Oh, geez. And a long tongue. Don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
here
got that damn homewrecker tongue making her have dreams,
we go.
waking up.
All right, you pushing it too far now.
Here you go.
She said she's
All
a
right,
bad.
everybody. Well, it's been
She's
a
a
good one.
badass. Oh, she said she's a badass. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
That's what
when we get to the point where we can do a European tour, European
European.
tour, we'll hit you up.
Do I need to start my peeing tour now?
You probably will. You take another swallow of that drink, it'll be on. Oh, she loves us too. Thank you. We love you too.
Yeah, she's sweet. Like I said, everybody in this darn chat I've either met in person or talked to in an extensive way, and y'all are all awesome.
That is neat.
That is great.
Somerset, Southwest, UK. God, I don't even know where that's at. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have it's cool because the names here in like all over the East Coast, they match the names in the UK and in Europe. So we have the Somerset, I think it's South Carolina. You know, like Rockingham County we have close by here. Guilford. There's a bunch of names. There's a bunch of names that are the same, and they come, you know, like New Hampshire, new because Hampshire is in, yeah, so. But yeah, we got a lot to work out for 2025. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah,
Sure will. Hey, we're almost to December.
I like
I know.
ghosts.
I like ghosts.
Oh,
Figure it out.
You're gonna make me print that shirt now. I'm telling you.
I know, right?
I'll be working all weekend in the screen print room.
Yeah, I would like to get to the point where I could start my own store and get away from these print on demands, because print on demands, the quality is there, but it's not. You have to be very careful with the heat transfers and stuff, you know, that you get from these places. I want to get to the point where I can get it done from y'all.
Yeah, I'm done with pods. Duck pods.
Oh,
I don't have.
Then what? What'd you say, V?
I said I'm done with pods.
What's that mean?
Print on demand.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes sense. I'm trying to remember the brewery in Kinston. Isn't it one of the oldest? No, that's out at the Cloud Brewery or something. I used to know all the breweries in North Carolina back in the day because I had to for the job that I worked. But I'm pretty sure the one in Kinston I'm familiar with. But yeah, I was a beer connoisseur when I used to drink, and I drank thousands of different types of beers. Like I know how to brew beer. So like
one of the bigger ones is Mother Earth.
Mother Earth, that's it. Yeah.
Audacity said she's got a southern twang like we do.
Ain't no way. Not like we do.
She from the country.
Yeah, well, they said William Shakespeare had the southern twang. They really said that.
Yeah.
But what I was
I'm sorry, I'm not making fun of English accent. I'm actually part English, so I get to say that.
He's from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm from all over.
What was I going to say?
You see that hole over there? I'm from that too.
Oh my God! Stop.
Oh, off Kennedy Home Road. I know where you're talking about, Brad. Now, okay. No, I've never been there.
I was going to say it's a great time to start manifesting. People, like it can be so easy. You don't have to really know anything except get your mind set on something, set what you want to do, set your goals, and write them down on a piece of paper and start working towards them. It can be as easy as that, but the class that I'm getting ready to teach is going to get everybody set up to do like their lunar manifestations. And I'm telling you right now, I'm getting ready to do it, because the last time I did it, I stopped after Mom passed away for a little bit, and I'm getting ready to get back into it. And when I started doing it, I ended up finding y'all and a lot of other things and manifested all this. So I'm determined to have a good 2025, no matter what.
Yes, we all need to.
We're going to get it done. So
I'm kicking next year's ass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
tired of letting the year kick my ass. It's just time to kick the years.
And I'm
ass.
starting now. I'm not waiting for no New Year's resolution. I'm trying to get her done.
Yeah.
Yep. I got
That's
several
a good
projects.
plan.
I'm gonna be so busy for a while. Like we're gonna have a busy year for sure.
Yep.
Both of us are.
Admit, she says, what do you think about positive spells? I think they're fine as long as you're using them for good intent. I
Yeah.
mean, pretty much I do candle work, which technically is considered a spell. It depends on how far you want to take it, or just positive energy work. I mean, a spell is literally just a set routine
It's a word.
to shift like an outcome, and that is part of manifestation too. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
I mean, spells are merely like spoken and like putting that willpower out into the universe, like wanting it and like meeting it with the action. Like,
Yeah.
When it comes in
But
being.
But with spells, you also use different ingredients that have different metaphysical properties, because you're literally using the physical to shift the energetic, the spiritual with these metaphysical properties.
Which is why everything's connected to everything.
Yeah, Somerset, that's right. Somerset, Kentucky. That's right. I had a client there.
Kentucky was a far ride.
Yeah, that was a good ride.
Ohio's going to be a far ride too. And
It sure
Indiana.
is.
So I'm telling you, there's some really good places. There's like 135
We need a
places
week
to ghost hunt.
We need a week. We need a week when we head that way.
Yeah.
I do want to point out where Audacity said that spelling is spells. Like I said that too earlier, and it is very true. Words hold power.
Yep.
Words are very, very powerful. How you say something really matters. If you say something if you look at something from a negative aspect, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be your outcome. If you look at it from a positive aspect, it's going to not be as hard of a hit if it isn't.
That's the same thing with manifestation. You have to be in you have to visualize and be in that, like, this is where we're going. It's like the Bobby Mackey's thing. I don't know how I got the last available spot, but like I manifested us getting to Bobby Mackey's, because literally when I went to go apply to get our spot, it was the last available spot before they closed. So it wasn't on the last day. It was the last available spot available for a full investigation, because other nights they were all booked. So it's just about seeing yourself doing what you want to do and understanding that things happen in divine timing, but we can speed that up because we kind of shape our reality. And it goes the same thing with like spells, basically. It goes hand in hand, really. That's it. Mother Earth. Yes. Mother Earth's a big one. Brewery.
I've heard that name before for sure.
That's probably one of the only places that's still alive and kicking in the town of Kinston.
Yeah, sad. A lot of our little towns are losing a lot. But yeah, admit Audacity. I was comparing the names of like Somerset. They're out here too. It's crazy how we have some of the same named places.
Oh, what's even crazier than that is how they line up with the same astrological alignments.
They might. Look, that's what I was getting at earlier, is about how this new administration is changing everything, getting away from the traditional way of doing things. I'm a firm believer that people in power use astrology to make their moves, because you can start going back and looking at these big astrological dates and start to see what's released on the news, or see what these big power moves these people are doing in their place of power. They know the significance of this energy. It's nothing but an energy. It's this neutral. It's not positive or negative energy. It's neutral energy. Cosmic energy is there for the taking. And that's a whole nother aspect to I don't consider this paranormal either. To me, this is spiritual. Even though it's paranormal is not normal, when I say paranormal, I think lower vibrational stuff. When I say spiritual, it's higher vibrational stuff.
Dylan.
But yeah, anyways, that's right. Amid.
Chastity, what do you think about that comment Dylan left up there? Been noticing a lot of biblical stuff pop up on my TikTok lately. Does anybody believe that giants used to roam the earth?
Yes.
I do too.
There's a lot of things that used to roam the earth, but we also create things. Now they're talking about aliens at the bottom of the ocean, things that are extraterrestrial living in our waters.
I can show you a 250-mile long dragon.
Yeah,
just rotted in Morocco.
And see, that's where it gets kind of wild for me, is like you see these old ancient tree stumps and they're huge, and who's to say it didn't? But honestly, a lot of our history and a lot of the spiritual things that have already been figured out have been hidden from us because we've been under a whole set of power, manipulation, and control, and they are losing that, and they know it. And PSA, I don't want to get this flagged, so I'm going to be very cryptic. But we all may have heard of what's happening over. I can't even use the words. I have to be.
The bear.
Yeah.
The bear is the
I got it. Basically, one of the wars that's been happening for longer than the other war in the middle of Europe and Asia.
Mm-hmm.
They have allowed certain types of explosive, projectiles to enter into Asia, and now we're on watch for
the brink of huge conflict.
Yeah, the brink of huge conflict. So I personally don't think it's going to happen that way. That's just me. It might not happen all over the world. It might happen in certain places. But I feel like that's part of this major shift. It's like the last.
I wonder if the administration is going to try to cause some type of catastrophe before the change happens next year.
So
yeah, they're going to try.
They're trying to leave it in a bad way for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah,
because they're the deep state.
They work by states of light and dark because what they're trying to do is step up humanity in a conscious way.
They aren't.
Well, that in their way, it's not working. Obviously.
The people that are in power in the dark, and that's not in the present. How can I say this? People that's not out in the present view. It's the people behind the scenes. They want it to go a certain way, and they're trying to manipulate it and make it go a certain way. But there's so many people waking up to the fact that things are not as they seem, and we're starting to see through that veil they cast upon our eyes, and we're getting back to our roots. That's part of this golden age. It's wild. A lot of astrological changes have happened. We're getting ready to see technology advance at just even more rapid rates. Think about what it was like 20 years ago. Our technology just with phones. Well, we're going to be having them in our eyeballs or some dumb stuff coming up, So
it sounds far-fetched, but it's really not.
I would love some daggone Men in Black glasses, with the screen on the corner.
Oh, they got that, buddy. Hey, you can get that at Best Buy, right?
I love that mess.
They have it's out there. That technology's old already. If you can afford it, that's the next thing.
Yeah, so we're entering very interesting times, and I've had visions, different types of visions, and
it could go either way.
Yeah, but one of the things, this will be one of the last things I say, I guess. One of the visions I had was very profound. I was laying here at the end of my bed, looking out the window. I put my head down, and all of a sudden I saw an internal womb, flesh, and I saw it beating like a heartbeat, but it wasn't a heartbeat. It was a womb, and there was a light inside of the womb. And all of a sudden I got thrown into this vivid imagery of these all metal soldiers with weapons that I knew did not have bullets. They were direct energy, meaning they didn't need them. And this was going to happen in 20 years. There's going to be some big war or something, our children will fight, or their children will fight. There's some really big things coming, but it's not to really be feared. It's more or less just we have to embrace, we're entering the age of community where we need to come together and not be and help our neighbors and love our neighbors more so than divide our neighbors, because the division is the decoy to make us not be able to spiritually advance into the next place that we need to be. we're already moving at such a faster rate than we were before that our physical bodies cannot keep up with the spiritual. That's why so many people are struggling, and they're making it harder for the average person to live. You're either paying your power bill or you buying groceries for a lot of people. Like you're either going to sit there without
Well,
power or
and
eat.
keeping the negativity in focus, and that's exactly what Ransom just said. The powers that be lay out a negative narrative, and we focus on it and manifest it. I totally agree with you on
Yes,
that. And a lot of that's media.
100%.
We are all here to love. We are
Yeah.
all here for love, and we are all here to spread love. We're disconnected from our higher selves because we do not do this enough.
Yep.
Yeah, Dylan, you're right. If it starts, it'll be blamed on him.
Yeah, and I think some of it's a mirage, and there's also stories that have been going around for years that were never validated until now, until we had this alien UFO disclosure that these extraterrestrial unidentified beings have been playing around with our nuclear stuff, and like they actually tried to launch. This was a story from a long time ago, I guess during the Cold War, that they actually pressed the button to launch the nuclear attack.
Oh my
But
God.
it was stopped by because they actually had craft outside of the launch pad areas. I'm sure some people in the chat know what I'm talking about.
That's wild.
That's just one story,
Yeah.
but it didn't launch because they bogged down the system where it couldn't
All
launch.
the power completely turned off.
Yes.
I'm with you, Connie. I'm with you on that one.
So that's another thing, and now they're validating that. So like these powers that we don't know what they are, or even if they're from here, are stopping this type of war from happening. And I feel strongly that that's why we're having more activity, because these entities know better than us, and some of them are physical. Some of them are very physical. Some of them are not. Like, can go on all kinds of crazy rabbit holes tonight, but
those things specifically were created by what created us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're jumping around on a lot of things, but I like it because everybody's involved. The chat's moving, and it's a lot of different opinions, and it opens my eyes too.
Yeah, I have a tendency to do that when I hop on. My bad,
That's
y'all.
cool. No, I like it. I like
it to the conversation.
it.
yeah.
I like ghosts.
There we go,
Damn,
baby.
man, I'm gonna make that shirt for you. I'm gonna send you that shirt. Riley, you remind me to make it. Would you like it just text? I like Ghost. Or do we need a push button with your voice that says it?
Yeah, we need a push button, or we need a ghost. We need a ghost plushie that has like its mouth like a wave with one eyeball half open and half shut.
Oh, I know where to go with this. Yeah, I know where to go. I already know. Angel can make that. That'll be a Christmas present for you, V.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Angel, that's awesome, bro.
Angel's on it. Angel's on it.
I just had this inspiration, guys, in the chat. If there's any locations on the East Coast that y'all want to see us do in 2025, drop it in the chat. And if you can't think of it now, drop it in the comment section underneath this video.
Mm-hmm. We would appreciate that. After several years of roaming and trying to figure out where to go, I lose my focus on it. I really do.
I do too.
Then I'm sitting here knowing thousands of places and can't concentrate and focus on one.
Yeah.
Well, you have an event planner on your side, and we're going to narrow it down. I'm telling you, I'm ready.
99% of the reason people stop doing something is because they lose their enthusiasm for it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, you're right.
Way to renew that and keep it going.
That's the thing.
I've been negative lately about it. That's what we talked about. That even before I went to brush, I was like, I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to be negative. And what did I do?
You were negative.
Them some bitches made me negative.
They'll do that. That's their goal, is to piss you off.
They
So
yeah,
a skinned cat. You gonna lay down about
a skinned cat.
yeah.
We gotta get back out there and see what else they're gonna call you.
Yeah. I'm gonna need half price this time though. They tripping.
I thought it was so funny when they said butt buddies. I used the peaches.
Oh God.
They sure did.
And
This
it's
video is
incredible.
definitely getting flagged tonight.
People cannot say that.
Oh my gosh.
After that session.
No, they've learned how to. Necrophonic's been out for so many years. They've learned how to manipulate that. I'm kind of skeptical about the apps. That's why y'all don't see me use a lot of apps except Necrophonic, because I like it much better. You get more defined answers. One thing that I'm mad at myself about, and I'm mad at V about, is we did not bring the headphones, which will not happen again. And I forgot to use the Seer app. I love the Seer app. That stuff is wild.
What is that?
Seer apps where it generates AI images.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Remember at Bobby Mackey's, I took a picture and the walls were bleeding?
Yeah.
Yeah. V asked, come on. I got mad at V. It's when I got mad at V at Bobby Mackey's, because he's like, come on, I want to see something. I want to see the walls bleed. And I told him to shut the F up because I was nervous about. Yeah, well, we were in a really dark place, and that place was literally crushing my insides. And V's over here like, make the walls bleed. We go downstairs and get on the Seer app, and the Seer app wasn't open or anything. And literally, the next image, it looks like Bobby Mackey's did when it was the Primo Rose. It literally looked like inside of the Prima Rose, and the walls were bleeding. And I'm like, oh, great. And this was after. Yeah, this was after Greg did the Estes session, and I saw that big nasty spirit walk in and stand beside Riley, and we got that big orb on the.
That was a real deal, buddy.
And you heard that daggone voice.
I felt the breath on the back of my head.
Yeah, it was bad. There was multiple.
I felt the breath. Admit that's exactly right. I'm definitely interested in the places that are not known, because I think we'll get more out of it if we do that. I don't care about the big names on TV. I really don't.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been trying to say. I want to do some smaller places, because I guarantee you we're going to get some crazy stuff that you don't normally
It never fails when, we've got some amazing things by going to places nobody's heard of.
Yeah, if y'all know any places, if y'all find out anything that's in the Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina area that's kind of immediate too, that would be great. Biltmore House, Amy, I have been there, and it's so gorgeous. It's well, you can't investigate it though.
Well, we actually went there last year.
We took a few pieces of equipment.
I tell you what we did do. So we spoke. Our pockets were full of stuff.
Oh, no. He's coming up.
Yeah, and we actually, they talked to us about it because they noticed it on we were kind of sketchy on video. Yeah. So finally, I stopped the lady who worked there. I was a guard lady, and you might have heard me say this before, but I said, look, this is the real deal. We're here. We're investigating this place without investigating this place for any paranormal activity. She said, I can tell you this. I can't tell you in front of anyone, and you can't let it leave here. She said, but I threatened to quit this job last year. Did you say last year?
Yeah.
Because she had the night shift. She was a guard on the night shift. She said she got so much fear was building up because certain places at the same time, every night, same hallways, doors would be open. People dressed in the era of the time, top hat, vest, standing in the hallway. She'd watch them walk by, and they would tip their hat at her. She said, I know no one believes me, but I told them I was quitting if they didn't put me on day shift. As far as even in the smoking room, going in there, smelling cigar smoke and seeing cigar smoke in the air. Is that not wild?
That is wild.
I've been around stuff.
She said, nobody will believe me, but I promise you, I'm on day shift now because of it. She said, at night, this place is crazy.
Yeah. Spirit just said this to me. They said it's what the building's made out of. It holds the memory, and it makes it easier for the spirits to come back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we witnessed it. We had a few things on some EVPs, but every time we'd get something going, some jackass would come up around us, some little kid, somebody, you know, and
Jackass.
I shouldn't say
Normally
that,
know the food.
but someone would be all on us.
It's almost like they wait
You
for
made Chastity laugh.
All right, Ransom. We'll see you later, bud. Thanks for
All
hanging
right,
out
man,
with us.
appreciate it. Yeah, Brittany said the Reynolds house.
Yeah, Renolda House. Yeah, that would be a good place too.
Oh, Renolda, okay.
Yeah,
Reynolds
so
seafood.
Hell
it's
no,
off of Stratford.
stinking ass place.
definitely in that house. I felt that since I was a little kid.
Yeah, they hold art exhibits and stuff there. I've been there once. I know my sister's been there several times because
Is it in use?
Yeah, it's a museum now
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it was built for the wife of the guy what's Reynolds, R.J. Reynolds, his wife. So the guy that built the tobacco company. Because like my cigarettes I smoke, they're made in Winston-Salem. So I mean they shouldn't be $9 a pack if I don't get them on sale. So I'm just saying, kind of upset about that. I think R.J. Reynolds would be too, but
Hey,
Yeah.
Chastity,
what?
where are these made?
I don't. I think he would know where are the Marlboros made.
I probably
Marlboro's-
can't read.
Marlboro's
Yeah.
in Tobaccoville.
Okay, yeah, Tobaccoville. So
Right up
that's
the road.
north of Winston.
That's Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Oh, is it?
it's in Richmond now.
Philip Morris.
Morris, that's right. I had
Yep.
it backwards.
Yeah,
Says it right there.
Is it really
he worked at
true?
R.J.
Yeah, right
Reynolds
there.
for a little bit.
No, they
Damn me
the
for
one in
not reading.
Tobaccoville packages them sometimes. They don't actually make them there.
Yeah,
Brittany said it's $15 to walk through that place.
that ain't too
Hey,
bad.
Just a phone call. Just a phone call. Tell them we want to rent it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We ain't scared.
I'm gonna rent that some bitch at 3 a.m.
he's renting that some bitch 3 a.m.
Nah, that one there's nothing like really bad there. There's definitely a woman for sure, and maybe a couple of kids. I'm thinking, like some child spirits.
Yeah, those places. I mean, Biltmore always had that nostalgia. I mean, I went there before. I think I've been twice now. But when I was younger, and then when I was older but younger, so at around 20, because I couldn't. I remember going and being pissed off because I couldn't do the wine tasting, because everybody else I
Yeah.
was with was 21 and I was older and I was 20 and I was mad as hell. So
And no fake ID. What in the world?
I know, man. I guess been too honest most of my life, but I'll tell you what, though, I still got away with it sometimes back then.
Well, we didn't need to go anywhere. We could just go to my house.
Yeah. V's house was the party house back when we were teenagers. We'd get that Burnett's vodka. Oh, God.
I would get on the school bus and like there would be like 5 people with their cars in my driveway like waiting on me, and I'm like, why wouldn't y'all give me a ride home?
Yeah, that's just, they smoked too much before they got there, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lord, those
Good old days.
20 years ago now,
Yeah,
though.
it was a long,
Glad
long
that's
time
over
ago.
with.
Well,
Amy said, have we ever been through old abandoned mills?
Henry River Mill,
Yeah, Henry River.
yeah.
but the mill was burnt down, so it was the village that we actually got to go through.
Yeah, I would like
Yeah.
to go investigate the mill area where the mill was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that too.
I really think we should hit that one afternoon. Get there earlier so to
Yeah.
investigate during the day.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
It would be nice to spend a week there.
I mean, it's only an hour from our house, so.
Oh, that's a good one then, isn't it? Yeah.
Or Henry River Mill, right?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
far was it for us?
I can't remember.
I know me and Big Deal rocked the cash box the whole way there.
Is it cat box or cash box? I don't know.
Rock the cash box. Rock
That's
the
old
cash
school.
box.
That was very old school.
I really liked our guide/guard. Was it Adam?
He stood there
I think
like a
his name was
soldier because
Adam.
he was a soldier the whole night. He was just standing there in silence, and it didn't bother me or anything, but it was just kind of like there he was.
Yeah, he was cool. I was praying somebody would come busting through the gate to watch him open up a can of whoop ass on
I
him.
know,
Yeah.
man. That's why in my first video, because our first video, most of y'all know, but our
Next time we'll go live.
Our Appalachia, we couldn't. They wouldn't let us.
I know.
So he wouldn't let us do a live. But there was very many rules there, and it was like you didn't want to break any. I felt scared to leave, honestly. But yeah, he had a way about him where he was in the military and like a cop, so he would just like stand there like a prison guard over us, make sure we were safe.
I don't say this about a lot of people, but I would not let him get his hands on me.
No, he was scared.
Amy, that's on our to-do list, Amy. A lighthouse.
That
Yeah,
would be
we
cool.
talked about that. I really want to go back to Florida too.
Yeah.
I always had this weird dream with a
Most haunted place, most haunted city in the world.
Yeah, it is.
Is what?
Oh, crap. I forget the
The
name.
ghost store's there.
Casadega?
No. Not Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah,
no.
why?
Jacksonville?
Wait, no.
No.
We have these brain. If Angel would know if he was.
St. Augustine.
Thank you. St.
Okay.
Augustine is the most haunted city in the U.S.
Really?
And you talking about some nostalgia? We went in that place and we spent 3 or 4 hours there, but you can feel it.
You
Tell me
really
you can't feel it.
can.
It is amazing, and they talk about the lighthouse there is crazy active.
I'm
Maybe
hearing a
that's
bell.
where-
Yeah,
When you talked about the lighthouse, I'm hearing a bell.
and they say when the bell rings, you don't want to be on the inside of that place. I don't know why.
That's why I'm hearing a bell because I had no
Yeah.
idea. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm seeing a man in a
Yeah,
hat and he's got like a jacket on, like a rain jacket, and he's going ding ding ding. I don't know, and I'm hearing it clairaudiently. So whatever is there is significant if it's coming through like that.
Is it like
so they say when the bell rings, if you're in it, you're not coming out, and if you do, you go off the side.
Is it a
Did
red
a
lighthouse?
lady fall off or get pushed or jump to her death in that lighthouse?
Supposedly she fell off, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm telling you, I'm seeing all this like.
yeah, it's happened. Look it up, and there's the Ghost. What's the place you order some equipment from? Ghost. What?
Ghost. Is it Ghost Augustine?
Could be. So they actually have a store there where you can purchase paranormal equipment there. We went in the store.
Ghost Hunters equipment.
Yeah,
store.
everything they have online, they actually have it in the store. You can see it and then use it. But they also own 2 or 3 haunted places there, and they do tours, which is really neat.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, there's something about that lighthouse for sure because I'm seeing all that. But that lady that failed, like, immediately connected with me. She has a light blue dress on, and then it's like I hit with her when she fell, and she's got blood coming out of her mouth, and it's really weird. She
And they
landed on her right side.
Naturally, and on certain nights, people see her walking on the balcony at the lighthouse.
I wonder what color dress they see her in.
I don't know. To this
I might
day,
find out
they
now.
see her.
Where is this St. Augustine city?
Florida.
It's in
Florida.
St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay.
It's very old, really, really old churches in the town.
Yeah,
It's not a real big place, but it's just old, and the buildings are beautiful. You know, they got old clay rooftops,
they really
Is
are.
it red clay?
No, it's the beach.
like clay tiles.
Oh, like dark clay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a really cool. The architecture of the buildings, amazing.
It really is amazing.
Spanish War.
So I've been having a dream about
Yeah.
this house, like not recently, but like probably about a year or so ago. I just remember it pretty vividly, but I remember this like being chased by something out of this lighthouse. But it was like a red lighthouse, but it wasn't. It was like a light. The lights were red, like a filter.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was.
It is weird.
Interesting. But y'all brought it up. It just reminded me of that.
Huh. Maybe we need to go to St. Augustine one day.
Yeah,
It's a really cool place. We stopped on our way to that hospital that haunted hospital.
yeah.
We need to go to Granger. I want to go to all that stuff I saw without knowing anything about that place. I connected with that
Probably
place. I need to go.
be honest,
Mhm.
I can't wait for them to like finally get laxed on the laws about being able to investigate like national parks, because that would be like I got a lot of
You
questions that I want to
can,
ask in some
you
parks.
can, but you have to pay a permit. So so if me and V go by ourselves, you still have to. No, it's free if you have to apply for a permit. But if you go with more than 2 people, it's $150 a day to
Where at?
If it's commercial,
any.
regardless.
No,
Yeah,
no.
if you're doing it
I've looked it
commercial,
up. I'm pretty sure this is right. Me and Brittany talked about it. At like national parks anywhere, you have to pay $150 permit fee, and they have to approve it to film in national parks.
Oh, to film. Okay.
Yeah, to film. So like I think if you go with 2 people only and basic camera equipment like a cell phone, like how we basically do anyways, then we're good. But if you go like with a big professional setup, that charges a lot more, but it literally costs money to film in national parks now. They started doing that during the pandemic because a lot of people were going to national parks and making content. They wasn't getting their money off of it, so they had to find some way to make money off of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've
I
never
didn't know
been.
that.
I've never been in an old hospital.
Dude, there's one in Tennessee. It's called Herman's Old Hospital. But
Yeah.
the only problem I have with going, like, I really, really want to go there. I want to go to an old hospital so bad because they're so creepy.
I
But
do
the
too.
only, well, we have been technically St. Albans, but I mean like a newer, like 1950s shut down hospital. But that one, it's like Herman's Hospital. The people that run it, they investigate and they have a storyline set for what they feel is in each place. So like they're very particular about they tell you who you're contacting, and if you go outside of that parameter at all, they want to view your footage and go through it if you ever post it, and I'm just not cool with that. But I really want to go. I know there's more places, like, but
How about
still.
the Broughton Hospital in Hickory? That's the place I put on our list about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Never
I
heard of it.
remember.
It's in Hickory, so it's definitely a lot closer for y'all.
Well, then let's go and like let's see if they're
It's a
open to.
same asylum, but it was renamed. It was a state hospital in Morganton in 1890. So that's
Well,
how
let's
old it
go.
is. It was renamed to the Broughton Hospital, of course, after a governor, Melville Broughton.
Well,
There's still a really, really old section of it still up. I don't know if they'll let you get in it, but some people have investigated it there. And this, so it's not. I mean, you have to know somebody to get there or really kiss some butt, but you can get in there. So it's not one of those places that have been investigated and wore out. So it
right.
would probably be a mind
Hot
blowing
dad.
investigation.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I mean, they were redoing Forsyth Hospital here, and my cousin, he does the bug spraying for the place, and he said it's pretty creepy on those floors when there's nobody there. They're redoing them, so like the whole floor will be empty, but you can't like just go up there. I might be able to go up there and look, but I think they even have them blocked off now, like hospitals in general. Speaking of hospitals, I know
How
somebody
far
that
are y'all
works
from
at
state
one.
school?
yeah, she's already talking about it in the chat.
Oh, good. I'm glad
On there
because.
on.
Well, wait a minute. No,
Yeah, she mentioned a little bit about it.
okay. I want to make sure that I'm not busting anybody's bubble here or giving out more information. No, she has not. But I'm not going to say a whole lot. But I know somebody that works in a hospital very close by. That half of it shut down, and we've talked about walking around in there maybe
Oh
one
my.
day. But I don't know. I can't really
Yeah,
say
that'd be a
anything
good place.
else.
How about there's another one that says is very haunted, the old Davis Hospital in Statesville. I don't
Oh,
know if it's a place that you can go to neither, but it says it's one of the most haunted sites in North Carolina. Never heard of it until right now.
I
thank me and
remember
you. We're
writing
gonna
that
have to sweet
down
talk.
before.
Me
Yeah.
and Greg got the ability to sweet talk. I think me and Greg need to work on it.
Y'all better
Yeah.
putting y'all some feet pics out.
Well,
That's what we
it's a
need.
snapping baby. Here it is.
Somebody that in our little group is going to mess up and get a feet pic paid.
Fart.
I farted because I can't help it. Yeah.
God, you need to bottle that motherfucker up and
He said-
send it to somebody. You can get us anywhere you want to go.
Woo, no,
That thing is raunchy.
got to take the gatekeepers out.
Yeah.
No, you're dropping
Yeah.
bombs over there.
You can't actually sell farts online because they're not pure. In order to sell them pure, you got to sit in a bathtub and fart into a bubble.
Only you would know that, honey.
What?
They judge the methane purity content.
Oh my god! She
Chastity.
hears you. You ain't got to call her name.
Why does B know that?
Ask him. I don't know. I don't want to know.
The amount of useless information that I know could feel like a chain of movie galleries.
Well, get to work. Get to work on it.
Why
I
does
love
B
it.
know
I
that?
just gave away my age by mentioning a movie store.
Yep, you're old as hell. Be quiet. You got the old timers. Calm down.
All right, I get one per episode, right?
No,
Fuck you.
you're done. I'm muting you.
Sound like B just got benched.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're working on it. We got to get a list going. We need a new list. Riley's got a list of at least 30 pages.
I know
We
what's
need-
at
we-
the top of the list. I like
What?
ghosts.
I thought he was going to say D's.
I like ghosts.
I thought he was going to say D's. You know what? Because
No, not on a lie.
I'm so glad I haven't heard that in so long. Because if I hear D's nuts one more time,
That's because I haven't been around Tayshawn.
one more time, I'm gonna freak out.
Nuts.
Shout out to my homie.
Oh my god!
We've already went there. We've already went there for this episode, so we might as well finish it off with that. And yeah, guys, we're gonna get some stuff together.
Yeah,
Start brainstorming.
Awkward silence.
He's reading on TikTok.
Oh,
yeah. I was looking over there to see it was talking about slave areas. Yeah,
oh yeah.
there's a lot of those around too.
Yeah, Stonewall Manor was one of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of slave places for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to find something in the county above Stonewall Manor. I forget what it's called now. Fairfax County. That's where my history's from because I figured out some things about Stonewall Manor and how my ancestors, the first plantation that they owned was 10 miles away from Stonewall Manor. It's not there anymore, but maybe I can find something in Halifax County to investigate because my ancestors are probably tied to it. It'd be interesting. It'd be an interesting experience or an experiment. But anyways, I'll leave that there.
I'm not interested at all in investigating my ancestors. They're probably all mad at me. That's why I wear all
Ghosts
black.
are my
I
friends.
like
I like ghosts.
I like ghosts.
Ghosts are my friends.
Yeah,
Somebody
they're
said
highly
that.
shamed.
Amy said, "Ghosts are my friends."
Even my
Yeah.
dead family's ashamed of me.
Yeah.
Same. I know you feeling V.
Oh no, that's a shirt.
Well, V, I know what'll make you feel better, V. You could be like Riley.
And hell, where'd that come
I
from?
gotta pee
All
so
right.
bad. I gotta stop.
Made her pee. She
I
grabbed
did
her-
not yet. I mean, Jesus, give me a little space here. Give me a little room.
Want me to make her pee on a live?
Don't you do it, you son of a bitch. Get off me. He's trying to tickle me.
Brad said, "I love the woods." All right, we're getting really random now. My next tattoo, I love the woods.
Reminds me of that artist,
That's what she said.
Bobby Duke.
Oh, the haunted woods. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Brittany, the mountains she grew up in are haunted. Stokes County is extremely haunted. That's where I've had my 15-year ongoing haunting
Maybe that's
from.
where we need to go.
It's
Brittany,
crazy.
That's where they live. That's where they live.
Pretty
we just-
much.
We're just gonna have to get in the car and head that way. Sounds like where she lives is haunted, and
Yeah.
and a hospital she works near
Yeah.
or close to.
You know, I
Mhm.
used to live across the road up in the same mountain she's talking about.
That's where Nick's from.
From an abandoned graveyard that nobody even knew was up there.
Well, what are you waiting for? Why are you telling us this now? That was like 6 months ago.
Well,
Hey.
we were playing around in it.
So y'all just got an idea. Why I haven't thought about it, I have no clue.
What?
So the company I work for, we got a really big job for this side of the world in North Carolina that we're about to start on. We've started they started doing some surveying and getting ready for us to start, and they've found 2 graveyards on it. And they say one of them dates back to the 1700s.
Oh.
So now they're coming in and they're going to dig these graves up and move them. I feel like I need to be involved in that somehow.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
I
Absolutely.
wonder if the spirits will talk. You know what I mean? Doesn't it make you wonder?
Yeah, ask them what they want.
You have an opportunity to create peace. Is what I
Yeah.
heard.
So they're going to move them on the property is 500 acres. Okay. But it just so happens where the building naturally is where the graves are. And it's 2 small different family cemeteries, but they're going to move them on a piece of the property that'll be like a park area. Okay. And they're going to build a wall around it and make it real nice looking. But,
Oh.
how do those spirits feel about that? That's a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, and I could do some channeling. You let me know how that goes.
I'm supposed to go out there next week. I haven't been on the property yet. We've been working on it in the office for like 2 years, and we're finally starting in a few weeks.
I need to go that day with you.
Yeah, it's not far from here. It's not far.
Hey, I'd like to learn more off camera.
So this is gonna be.
Yeah, Brad, you're right. Lumberton, the Indians, the Lumbee Indians, absolutely.
I'm sure he can't tell us because it's a project. It's a big project, evidently.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a big project for North Carolina. It's a housing development, but
Mm.
it's a very heavily invested group out of the Charlotte areas, buying up a lot of land and um, building some humongous subdivisions is what they're doing.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Won't be
Well,
any farmland left before long, y'all.
no, because Bill Gates or China's buying it and they're building. I mean, up the road, literally up the road here, there was a Lutheran home that was a palliative care home. Half of the place was shut down for 20 years because it was condemned. The other half got condemned. They moved everybody out, like all the old folks that were still there, and they mowed that place down. Well, now there's a permit to build townhomes on it. And I feel very distressed about this because I'm not going to say hundreds because the place was in operation for a very long time. I'm going to say thousands of people took their last breath on that land. I've
Wow.
even had dead people walk through my backyard and show themselves to my children.
100%.
Wow.
And come
Yeah.
through here to talk to us like they're in their funeral outfits. So they're
Hmm.
going to be
Pretty big.
pissed.
Mm.
Yeah, they're going to be pissed when this happens. It's not too
Yeah.
far from my house. And so I've thought about going up there and doing an investigation before they start building, but we're literally right on a main road. That's the only problem. There's 2 conjuncting roads, and it's going to be loud. There was actually a homeless person. I'd love to interview the damn homeless person that lived out there in the back of the parking lot for a while because they're not
Oh,
there
yeah.
anymore. But I saw a little old man take a bag of groceries out there, so there's no telling what was going on back there. But it's going to cause problems in our woods because I'm surrounded by woods, but we're worried about our privacy and people getting interested in starting to go through the woods.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's not cool. They've already put a highway 1,200 feet away from my house, which it's convenient, but it's noisy.
Right.
Yeah, it just sucks. But anyways,
Those woods is where Treasure Tree happens.
yeah, Treasure Tree that's how we get our mushrooms and stuff because V forages a lot, and I mean I do a little bit, but I can't hop the fence when my back the way it is.
Yeah,
So
I got the tick bite scars to prove it.
yeah, so V is the one that does all the looking for Treasure Tree, which we're trying to get our products back going. We're trying to build our
How about
little
that
empire here.
ginseng? You got any of that ginseng?
I know,
What?
right? That's what we need to do.
That's what we all need. Yeah.
Ginseng.
Yeah.
What's
It's
that?
very expensive. Some type of root, isn't it?
You mean
Yeah.
like gin and juice like Snoop Dogg?
No.
You're drinking ginseng right now in that monster, probably.
You gotta be a little bit
They
further
make-
up the mountain to get.
Yeah,
ginseng.
we're in the Piedmont area, so like we're near the foothills. Then after the foothills, you have the mountains. But see, if you go a county up into Stokes County, that's where the only mountain range in the whole county is Stokes County because you got Hanging Rock up there, and you got
Ah.
Sourtown Mountain, and
It's the only place in America like that too.
yeah. So I mean, we're in the hills, and we have hills and we have hollows, but not quite like the mountains. So we're right on the precipice of the Appalachian Mountain. We're literally Stokes County is considered Appalachia. Forsyth County is not, but I'm 10 minutes away from where Appalachia, quote unquote, begins. If that makes sense. I've
Brittany
lived in
says
both.
she's got some ginseng in her area.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Be fighting over that stuff.
Hell yeah.
You know what though, guys? Like Bradley, he brought up a good point earlier. He said something about Halloween is like overdone, like everybody does stuff during Halloween. How about you guys feel about doing Saturnalia? Or like close to Saturnalia? Like
When is Saturnalia? Isn't it around Halloween?
it's around Christmas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, they might not know what that is though.
It's like the
Yeah,
dark
we usually
point
do
of
something
fear.
right before Christmas. We do what's it called?
The
The
veil's
hump
the
before,
thinnest
the
thing.
hump before Christmas,
The
or
fright before
the
Christmas.
fright before Christmas is what we named it. Yeah,
That sounds beautiful. I like
yeah.
that.
Oh, I
He's gonna
love
dream. He's
it,
gonna wake up in
man.
the middle of the night saying that. He's gonna be sitting up in the
Yeah.
bed.
I
I
With
did-
his
see it
eyes
right
rolled
now.
at the back of his head.
I did-
Oh god, as long as you don't have no black smoke coming out.
He's
Oh,
gonna
my
be
goodness.
walking out of the room like that thing did
I
to me,
like
looking
ghosts.
at me saying, "I like ghosts," and I'm gonna have to zap him into another dimension.
So Amy said she's originally from High Point.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're in the Triad area, Amy.
Oh,
We are in the Triad. We are part of your sister cities, basically.
you're really sharp pain in my back.
I've been having back pain all day. Like
Yeah.
on the same side you're having it. He's having sharp pain. That's what you get for talking shit about
That's
ghosts.
that's why I was having some back pain. That's why I farted. I'm good now.
Oh, I can
Look,
tell
look,
you're good.
Little gas pain, man.
You got rid of a
Yeah,
lot of that pain. I smelled it.
Lord. Well, guys, I guess we're gonna hop off here for the night, and my children
Yeah, I
are getting
think we are
rowdy,
too.
and
All
we'll have
right,
to figure
y'all.
out something to eat and all that good stuff.
Well, look, we appreciate you getting up here because we were honestly lost tonight. I told
Yeah.
him before we come out, we are lost. We're going to look like two asses tonight.
Nah.
So we appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for being involved in the
Yeah.
chat.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
It
y'all.
really makes it funner, makes it easier. And,
It does.
Yeah,
I
we
like
appreciate it.
ghosts.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
love
make, I'm gonna make
y'all.
your ass a shirt this week. I'm telling you that.
He put his face on it too. No, I'm kidding.
So that's what you gotta do to get a shirt from Greg. You just gotta say the same thing over and over again. You want on a shirt.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're crazy.
We're gonna make you a shirt. He like ghosts.
Yeah. All right,
Good
guys.
night,
We
Edna.
love y'all. Love everybody
All
in
right.
the chat.
All y'all
Yep.
be safe.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, everybody. Oh, we ain't gone yet. It's time to go. You want to launch it off? We appreciate everybody getting up here and wow.
We do appreciate everybody getting up here, and you can all
Hold on.
get
Chastity, don't forget you got a job. We're gonna start listing some places we're going in 25. And we're gonna hit some more local, we keep saying it, more local free places that we know will raise the hair up on your back for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do that. But anyway, so head it off. I'm ready to eat some supper.
I need to mention about the battleship.
We already said that. We ain't
Oh,
going.
we did.
Yeah, we will not be doing the battleship. Don't get me started on that again.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
We will not be doing the battleship on December the 13th. So things have come up and we can't make that. But we're gonna hit a couple local places before the year's out. That's our plan.
Yeah.
And we will make up something. We will be doing something for the fright before Christmas.
Yeah. It's going to be bigger this year.
Yep. Brad knows the deal. But anyway, we thank y'all. We appreciate it. Lots of love to everybody. And head it off, cuz.
And until next week or the weekend, possibly, depending on our plans, you can all catch us
On the
at down south out.
Good night. May peace be with you.